talking about? You know?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? What are you talking about, you know?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a...
Okay, it's time for workout number 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stay focused. Okay, it's time for workout number 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stay focused.
Yo, what's up, fellas? You know who it is, what time it is. Coming with the boxing news. Apparently, Canelo Alvarez is melting the internet. It is what it is, right? I guess people are taking his statement, yo, Alfredo Contreras, oh boy, oh way, right? Matador, we need more chicas. Yeah, man, I'm collecting them, man. You know, but you have to be careful with this YouTube shit, man. They get, they get real protective, if you know what I mean. So I can't be showing coochie, can't be showing ass and shit. I gotta even watch what I say on here. Salute everybody, quit and Lasser. People mad. Canelo said Benavidez offered nothing. Yup. Salute Knockout Ned. Salute the real ones, man. You guys come for the real boxing talk. I'm here to give it to you. This afternoon, able to get a little break. Gonna do a quicker stream. I dropped the link. So salute everybody. Hawker Mustang. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, share. Gotta hit the like, guys. Gotta hit the like, and that means I can do more streams. That's just the way it works. I appreciate it. But let's get to it, man. So everybody's up in arms. Everybody's pissed off at Canelo Alvarez. I mean, even his fan, everybody's turning on him. Well, they had already turned on him, but now it's like the whole world is against Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, for a lack of a better term, is the Antichrist now. He goes from the king to the Antichrist, right? Which is interesting because man, you guys need to fuck with me, man. I posted a clip. Go watch. I posted some clips. Watch my clips. Frank Bay said it first, man. I'm the first one that said the $150 million. I was on a live earlier in February sometime. It's the fuck the PBC. And I was on with Carl and we were talking about it, and we said, man, this fight look how big it is. This fight is huge. He's gonna get $150 million. And then ta-da, bada bing, bada boom, right? He says it. I said it first. I think Canelo Alvarez listens to Frank Bay. He was listening. He's seen us talking about it, and he said, man, Frank said I should get 150 million. That's what I need to do. Because nobody had said that before. Nobody was talking about it. I from what I know, I said it first. Go back. That's why I post the clips, and that's why I always said Frank Bay stands on what he says. Right, everybody. Yes, salute everybody. Hit the link is in there. If anybody wants to call Canelo duck, I'm taking all comers. If you support Canelo's decision, if you have a beef with his decision, let your voice be heard. You know what I mean? Let it be known. This is what we're here to do, right? We're talking boxing. This is the boxing landscape. This is what we talk about: the drama, the beefs, etc., etc. Hawker, I hear that Tyson Fury is going to get about 100 million versus Usyk. Yes, and you know what they'll say? They'll say, well, that's because they're heavyweights. Well, I don't think that applies. I mean, Inouye gets a shit ton of money in where he's from. Tim Zoom gets a shit ton of money. And, ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I know we try to not make it about that, but that's what it is. And, if you guys ever get a chance, go like and subscribe to somebody. He's called the Billy Hoyle and the Pips or the Pimps. He has a YouTube channel. It's hella funny. It's hella interesting. I should post it on my page, but check it out. And he was talking about what I said about Canelo Alvarez and what he said getting 9 figures. Right, 100 million, 150 million. And in those clips, he shows Floyd Mayweather always talking about Ghost, what's up, man? Ballpark Frank, yes. Frank got that ballpark, got that foot long pause. You know what I mean? I don't know. You're a cool dude. I appreciate the jabs. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. Salute, Playboy. Yo, what's up, Sergeant in the building? Yeah, man, everybody coming for that Canelo talk. Hit the link. The link is in the chat. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Gotta hit the like, where the tortas. We're gonna get to it, man. This is more of a strictly boxing. You know, Sundays is when I have fun. I really have a long time to enjoy. Right now I just want to get to the information, get to the news. Personally like Canelo versus as the villain. Yeah, I mean, look what we've seen, man. Please check out my videos. Post. Hopefully you can get the clips. Hayes asked Alchemist Canelo face of boxing. Yes, he is, and he's getting kicked on the ground right now, right? Like he's getting the shit kicked out of him. Now I show, as you can see, the thumbnail is Canelo King of King boxing revelations, right? Now that this is a little, I'm not trying to go too far. What Repit had said this. I have to salute Repit. I don't know if he's still around or if he's not, but he had said this. He had said this before, and I kind of just piggyback. He's no longer around. Mexican boxing #1. Salute. Yeah. He could be around. I don't know. Anyway, man, there's so many things going on right now, but he said, look, man, if Canelo, let's not give these Crips reparations. Let's not give them paydays. You know what I'm saying? Let Canelo, there's a term that he used. I don't want to use it. You got to be careful on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can't shame Canelo with David Benavidez respectfully. Yes, I'm going to get to that. But the big news is that he said David Benavidez brings nothing to the table, and that he wants $150-200 million. Now, but let me get back to the whole what Repit has said. He said, man, if Canelo's going to do pick and choose and is going to use the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, then we need to accept that. You see what I'm saying? Because he's just playing the game that they created with the whole A side, B side. Like I said, watch that Billy Hoyle and the Pimps. I will post it on my community so you can see, and you'll see Floyd Mayweather constantly talk about, I'm an 8-figure fighter. I'm this. I make 9 figures. They offer me $100 million. He played that game, and now Canelo's playing that game. And Repit said, hey, man, look, man, these guys, these Crips, they sit on the sidelines waiting for a payday, and they want reparations. So let Canelo play the game. It's like we need to understand that if that's what he's doing, I'm not saying support it, but understand it. Because they sit there, they don't fight each other. So if that's the game they want to play, then Canelo's going to say, hey, man, they're not doing anything. Make them fight each other. David Benavidez is not going to fight Morrell. He's not going to fight Bivol. He's not going to fight any of these guys. He's literally sitting waiting for payday, right? But people are up in arms for what Canelo Alvarez said. Okay, so let me get to some comments. People act Quitting, salute Quitting, always in the building. Salute, real, always giving the boxing knowledge. People act like Canelo is the one who has something to prove. Benavidez is the one who's proved some facts. You can't. Okay, I already got there. Matador, get on there. Everybody's saying salute, thank you. Yes, Hayes. Yes, let Canelo play the game. You can't play Mayweather. He was the face of boxing. I'll give that Crip credit. He was the face of boxing, but he created this thing. And that's what the PBC, they came in piggybacking off Floyd, trying to make the next Floyd Mayweather, and they protected their fighters. They played this A side, B side game, having the ring, having the gloves, having everything their way, always fighting on your home turf. I mean, this is what he bragged about. He didn't keep it a secret. He bragged about it. He said, I earned this. Andre Ward was saying the same thing. Floyd Mayweather earned it, right? Tim Bradley says Crawford earned. Look, man, go and watch these clips, man. I'm telling you, it is an agenda. These Crips, these Haymanites, they call them, these Wakandans, and they say Frank is going out. They'll cry racist, but even there's a guy who I'm gonna just say his name, Coach Malachi. He always goes out Wakandans. He says, they protect Tank Davis, they protect their own fighters, but they come out Canelo Alvarez. Like I think everybody is starting to wake up and see that the same people that are attacking Canelo Alvarez were Floyd Mayweather, and then they attack us as Mexican fans and say, oh, he's not representing Mexico. That's not how you guys get down. You guys are supposed to be beasts. You guys are supposed to fight everybody. Well, why is that? Like, you can't have it both ways. Okay, Mexicans always got to fight all the killers. Yeah, that's what Canelo's trying to tell y'all. He's trying to say, hey, man, let Floyd Mayweather said it. Let Benavidez and Crawford fight each other. They're both trying to get the fight. Let them fight each other to pressure Canelo. That's what he was trying to say. He's saying, you know, and then they say that Floyd is hating on Crawford. Why should Crawford have to do that? It's like, no, they want it every which way but against them. You see what I'm saying? Like, what's the saying? You point a finger, there'll be three pointing back at you, right? Let the exactly. We as boxing fans, we need to see the politics and the games that they play. Okay, and then we say, hey man, why? That's kind of unfair. Like people say that if you say it's unfair, then you're crying, right? But you can point out when something is unfair or somebody is being unfairly treated. All right. Canelo never said he wants. He said if there was a promoter, then of course Benavidez doesn't offer me anything. Exactly. I pointed this out. Torta lives matter. Salute, man. I got about 3 or 4 right now. I seen a torta earlier today. I was about to say, why didn't you say what's up, Ghost? You should have said, hey, baby, what's up? Like, you know, you like tortas. You know, I'm a big fan. Don't, you know, I appreciate you, queen. You call her a queen? My queen. The funny thing is, no one really cares about Benavidez. They only use him as a pawn. They will turn on, yes, Ghost, in behalf of Frank the Tank. Facts. Frank Tank is coming through and putting it on you. Benavidez won't fight anyone the rest of his career. He would just cry Canelo didn't fight me. That's what he's doing already. Facts, bro. I agree. Yes, queen. My queen. Why can't Benavidez clip around Billy and take their oaths? Yeah. I mean, I heard that on another podcast. Somebody was saying, I think it was, you know, I'm going to just say these names. I don't like giving anybody clout. And then, you know, people claim that I've tried to get other channels taken down, which is just not true. Frank would never do that. I know they hate on me, but I don't hate on anybody. But anyway, just in order to put it in perspective, I have to say the names. I guess the Ness from the Boxing Voice was talking to Samson Likowitz, who is David Benavidez's trainer, and he was saying he had said the same thing to Samson Likowitz, David Benavidez's trainer. He said, "Hey man, why are you fighting Gvozdyk at 175 if you want Canelo? Why not fight some of the guys chasing Canelo too? Why not fight Billy?" And he was like, "Oh well, you don't understand. As a promoter, you can't really make that fight. It doesn't make sense." So in the same breath, they talk about you can't make that fight, it doesn't make sense. And they're talking about ultimately money. You can't sell an Billy fight, nobody knows who he is. At which Ness responded, nobody knows who Gvozdyk is. And he said, yeah, well, you know, but he's moving up in weight, so that's another selling point. It's like, oh, he's moving up in weight, so that's gonna be a selling point. But it's like everybody always gets caught up in their own bullshit, right? If you spin enough bullshit, eventually you spin a tail that you spin a yarn, right, that you can't get out of. And that's ultimately what he did, because people are going to call you on your bullshit. This is what we do it for, right? If you're on YouTube, you listen to YouTube channels, you're on social media, and people are putting out all their thoughts, all their ideas, and most 99% of his bullshit, you're going to get called out on it. You know, unless they're human beings, when they put something out, they say, hey, if you don't like it, then just shut the fuck up or don't watch me. And it's like, well, that's kind of a weak argument, right? That's why I put the link out. I want people to hop on. I want to talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Quinn, anyone really think Benavidez is fighting Gvozdyk? Lukowicz didn't even know Gvozdyk is managed by Reynoso, so do we really take what he says seriously? Exactly. You would think if you have, okay, there you go, Quinn. You would think if you really have this big guy, this big name, you would be trying to put him out there as fast as you can. But David, he should have already had a fight this year. They can't sell him. They don't know who he is. They should have been trying to build him up already. Why are we waiting to put David Benavidez on the undercard of Tank Davis? Like, you're telling me this big ass name, this big ass threat, he's fighting on an undercard? I can't even begin to explain the stupidness of that idea, unless it's only because they fear Tank Davis will flock, so they need a name to help his false claims dude face the boxing. Look, man, it's all bullshit. You know, at the end of the day, it's all bullshit. I mean, look, man, Canelo Alvarez could be full of shit, but me, I try to just pick what I know. You know, I can't talk about things that I don't know. I feel like know the sport of boxing. Now, do I know everything? Of course not, but I do. I try to read the news. I try to follow social media, sometimes follow other channels, etc., etc. But, you know, at the end of the day, I have to formulate my own opinion, and this is what I do it for. Like I said, I posted a clip earlier when I was talking about the 150, 200 million. I was like, damn, man, I said that like as soon as all this shit started happening. I said, bro, that's the ultimate game plan. That's the ultimate play. That's why you listen to Frank Bay, man. I think Canelo is listening. So Canelo, if you're listening, man, you're doing it. You're doing the right thing, man. This is what we've been saying. So, no more reparations, man. Make these guys fight each other. Rapstar sold his ass to punch him. Yeah, man, he's picking his side. He's picking and choosing. His fanboys are claiming that it's Frank Bay's fault. I shit you not, bro. You can listen to their shows, you can watch the chat, and they're blaming Frank Bay and the people on my channel. They're naming all your names and they're saying that we got Rapstar shut down or demonetized. And I'm like, bro, I was listening to him before he even had the numbers that he has. He was like talking to 8 people. Like basically he was talking the amount of people that I have. And they're claiming that I'm doing it. I'm trying to sabotage his channel. I'm trying to steal his viewers. And I'm like, bro, we don't have the same viewers. The people that he has are trolls. I have real boxing fans and knowledge, and I don't even have that many, but I'm pretty sure I listen, and I'm pretty sure they listen to me because they said your guys' names, so I know they're hate watching. I'm pretty sure he Punch Drunk himself listens because he said certain names. He said BDA name. He said my name. He said, oh, you guys who fuck with BDA. So these guys watch, man, and I'm small time. I have I fuck with you guys. I talk to you guys. Click the link, hit like, subscribe. You guys need to do that. Hit the like, man. You guys really got to hit the like. No one knows who Benavidez. Why Timmy Benavidez acting like Benavidez is a superstar fighter? He's not. He's fighting on an undercard. Like, let's put that in perspective. How is this guy such a beast? How is he such... Like, that's what they're saying. It's like, how can he command so much money? How can he command so much of a prize that Canelo is supposed to just acquiesce to him when he's on the undercard? Make it make sense. Yeah, I've heard that rumor. Canelo is a punk for robbing GG. Paquita Cabeza. Oh, well, if that's your take, that's your take. But, we can argue it out. I'm not argue, but we can debate it. Amok, thank you. Salute. Knockout net punches. Of course he is. Look, man, in one breath he says Canelo is king, and another he says he's a duck. Like, look, if you have your opinion, that's fine. But don't try to sell for clicks and views. Let's put it this way. Don't make a month worth of content about Canelo Alvarez just to bash him when you're literally just doing it. You're clickbaiting. You're clickbaiting because he brings the numbers and views. But ultimately, you look like a fraud. You look like you have real no boxing opinions because it's real easy just to say duck. It's real easy. I can say that about anybody. But you actually have to break it down. You have to give the context of it all. What's good? What is good for the Crips? Yes, it's good for us. Did he? What happened? Does somebody know exactly what happened? Because they're blaming us, Ghost. They said that Frank Bay went in there and I recruited. I took Rapstar's chat and brought him to my channel. Like, how did I do that? I've never once talked about that I even had a channel. It's just those guys watch me and they see you guys in the chat and then they say, oh, Frank Bay must have talked to him. It's like, bro, I don't even talk to these guys like that. They just come to my channel because, maybe they heard me on theirs and then you guys tell them I have a channel. So then they follow me. Like, it actually works against them. Is it good for the crackers? Wow. I don't even know who Rapstar is. It's with the W. They're just, what, man, it's a free smoke channel. It's very much like Black and Brown. Anybody's welcome, which I appreciate. It's just, and Rapstar, I have nothing bad to say about him. It's his trolls that are blaming me. But he has taken a stance like Punch Drunk. They've gone against Canelo Alvarez. They're blaming everybody. It's really lame. Like, that's all you can say, bro. It's lame as fuck. Benavidez will plant less than 100K pay-per-views. Yeah, they tanked. He's not who. Look. Okay, let's put it in perspective. Canelo Alvarez said what he said, right? But was he wrong? That's all you got to think. Was he wrong? He kept saying David has nothing to offer me. Who are they to offer me? Canelo makes the offers, and you know what he means by that? He says nobody's putting up money for David. You gotta think about that, bro. When they put up money for Canelo, Canelo pays his opponent with that money. Canelo doesn't come out of his own pocket. They give Canelo a certain amount and they say, okay, here's what we're willing to pay for such and such. And then he goes, okay, and then he determines what he's willing to pay for the opponent. That's just how it works. So So if they're saying, "Hey, Canelo, we offer you this," that doesn't necessarily mean it's completely all his. Even David Benavidez said, "Hey, man, if they offer me 5 million, at the end of the day, I only come out with maybe $1 million at the end of it, after paying everybody, after paying managers, promoters, after everybody gets their cut. The fighter only gets so much money." So even David, in other words, was saying, "Hey, man, it's not worth it for 5 million because I don't make that much after it's all said and done." But nobody wants to think of it as Canelo deals with that also. It's like, oh, he gets 55 million. Like, what the fuck? Are you just stupid? It doesn't get, he still has to split it with everybody. Like, exactly. What's good for all these Crips is not good for Canelo Alvarez. And we know why. Look, it is what it is. All we have to do is we say no why. The Crips and Cucks, and it is what it is. I'm here because I say it. And then if you say it, your weight, I don't even have to say it, man, but we understand what time it is. David is not even B-side. You see D-side like Walter versus AJ. Yeah. And in Walter's case, they, Eddie Hearn was putting up the money because he wanted to fight for AJ to build AJ's status. You see what I'm saying? Like, he probably didn't even have to do that. And it's the same with Canelo. That's what Eddie Hearn said. He says, look, man, I'm willing to pay for Benavidez. If you think you're going to get Canelo Benavidez for 35 million, you're out of your fucking mind. If Canelo comes here, I'm willing to put up the money for it. And what I had speculated, I said, I think what he means is Eddie Hearn has the connection to Saudi Arabia. So he's told Canelo, hey, man, if you come here, I can get you that $150, $200 million. Now that's speculation. But after I said it first, now Canelo says it. So, man, Canelo Alvarez, salute. He's watching the channel. You guys, I know you guys are listening. Canelo Alvarez is here. I know I'm just fucking around, but it's fun, man. Blame it on the CCE. We got a Wink Star. Oh, okay. Well, look, man, they can blame whoever they want to blame. I just know that Frank Bay doesn't. I'm not a snake. I'm not a rat. I keep it 100. I was on his channel way before he had, a lot of views. There was like, man, 8 people, 5 people watching, and we would just talk boxing. I would literally be the only person there talking, and me and him had great conversation. I spoke to Punch Drunk many times when there was nobody there. So, if I really had a beef, I would have been try to be a rat or a snake. I just don't move like that, man, period, point blank. People may come against me, but I welcome the smoke. That's a big difference. Crawford did more pay-per-views than Benavidez. Yeah, he did. But it was, I'm going to say it was mostly, look, Crawford did a pay-per-view with David Avenesian that tanked. So I'd have to say it's more Earl Spence, because Earl Spence had been on pay-per-view. When every Crawford pay-per-view flopped. So opponent matters, man. Salute. Frank the Tank, they all watch your videos and clip it. I'm sure they do, but I've never said nothing bad about Rapstar. I've never said nothing bad about him. You can watch my clips and you can show him, and I never said anything about him. The only thing I said is, hey, man, and I don't think I even said his name. You guys mentioned it and I spoke on it. I said, hey, man, look, if you're going to attach your channel and your stake and your credibility to bashing Canelo, then when he fights David or he gets a big bag for it, then you're essentially done, because your whole stance was this, and now you just look like a fool. So who's gonna watch you anymore? I said this, I've never staked I don't stake my channel, I don't hitch my wagon to Canelo Alvarez, because eventually he retired. Then what, am I done talking boxing? No, I love the sport of boxing, but I do see that he commands the views, he commands social media, etc., etc. And right now it's the biggest story. The internet is melting because of Canelo Alvarez supposedly said. Many of the same people that used to hate GG now have Canelo. Yes, I mean, obviously, bro. Look, man, I get it. It's popular to hate the king or hate whoever's on top. But you still got to be logical, man. You still got to tell the truth, or what your version of the truth. Salute. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the link. I've dropped the link. Whoever want to come on, let me know. I'm not going to keep dropping it because I'm talking. Just are getting together to hate on Canelo. Look, man, the whole world is against Canelo right now. He is like the Antichrist of boxing. He was the king, and now he turns out to be the Antichrist. And I'm just speaking figuratively, okay? And that's not necessary to take it literal. GG fans are still mad that Canelo retired GG. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, he was the hipster take, right? Every hipster loved Triple G. Mirage spinning hate rumors. Nah, it's some other guys, but you know that guy. He loves me too, man. He always watches me. He knows everything I say. So what, he wants to be Mexican. I don't know, man. I take breaks too. Like, this week is slow. I just came on because of all the Canelo news. sometimes you gotta take a break from this shit, bro. You can't be arguing and yelling 7 days a week. It's just, I just can't do it. I like to come on when there's news, and there's big news. Everybody's melting, everybody's crying, everybody's punching air, and I find it hysterical. Do people not quitting? Do people not remember Golovkin was signed by Jordan and Golovkin had deals? Yeah, man. No, of course not. You know why? Because he was a European. They think Europeans are bums, okay, and they don't want to see anybody but an American or an American crip on top. That's just the facts. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna play something for you, and then hopefully I don't lose my place in the comments. But like, comment, subscribe. I'm actually gonna hit the link I'm gonna drop the link while I play this clip, and it should hammer the point home.
It's not worth the 35 million. Why would my friend go and lose money to put money in his pocket? He's from Mexico.
No,
we're
cool,
American.
Cool, but let's stick to the
Right?
facts though.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a fact he would probably lose money if he does the Charlo fight, but it's also a fact that he wrote on a contract that Canelo.
Did y'all hear that? Did you guys hear that? I'm gonna play it one more time.
It's not worth the 35 million. Why would my friend go and lose money to put money in his pocket? He's from Mexico.
No,
we're
cool,
American.
Cool, but
There it is. We're American. So it's either has to be an American thing or a Crip thing. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to see. They want Floyd Mayweather. They want Sugar Ray Leonard. They want Mike Tyson. They don't want anybody but them. Whether it's an American, whether it's a Crip thing. Look, man, these guys will tell you. They say it. Okay. And a lot of it is because he's a Mexican, and he's cinnamon. Think about it. Not only is he Mexican, he's not like Eric Morales Mexican. He's cinnamon. So he's been getting hated on since he was a kid, right? He's probably always been getting picked on. Yeah, it's okay to like GG, man. I like GG. I'm just saying that a lot of people wanted to see Canelo Alvarez dethroned, so they rooted for GG. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they do. They attach their takes, their views, their channels to one fighter. And then when he goes down, well, then they got to find somebody else to dick ride. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I don't even know what, dude, I think maybe Benavidez pays him. Because if he doesn't get paid from Benavidez, then it's nasty. It's nasty, bro. Like, what are you doing? Free OG Blaze on Rapstar. Rapstar known for hating. Hey, Blaze, yeah, they blamed us. See, man, but I didn't do it. I know that. Like, you can ask Blaze, man. Me and Blaze, we are on different, similar chats together, and I've never communicated with him, conspired to take down another channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he did. I just think he was like, hey, pointing it out, like, look, man, you went against the king and you got whipped. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. But it's because people thought you can't do that. Like, people are going to rebel if they think you're just clickbaiting them. If you're just talking shit just to talk shit so that you can click and then get riled up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I do that, and I don't do that because I let people speak. You can come and speak it and say what you feel, and click the link, man. Is he right? Is he wrong? Do you really believe he's saying 200 million, or was he kind of just saying it tongue in cheek? Which I think he was. He's entertaining to watch. Timed you out. He's watching now. Salute. I said, yeah, Mad Dog H. Salute, man. Yeah, man. I know. I seen. They were coming at you. And you see the force from the trees. You know what I'm saying? Crawford versus Porter. Yeah, that tank still more than Benavidez. Yeah, he's cool. Hey, Hawker, I've been there, man. I've been there. I'm just saying his trolls blame me for what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But all I said was, bro, you're kind of riding with punch stunk because he's such a hypocrite. He just flip flops. He just, you know what it is? He wants access to fighters like Andrade. And then he just dick rides them. That's all. Salute JC, yo. Salute JC. Mexicans for GG. Shake my head, cuss. Well, look, I know you guys hate Ryan, but now it's Mexicans for Haney, which I would never do. Mexicans for GG. Look, man, I get it. It's entertainment, but you do have to kind of disseminate between what's the angle. There's always politics. We can't get around the politics in boxing. And the biggest thing we're seeing today is when Canelo talks about money, oh, he's a duck. But when Floyd Mayweather did it, oh, it's all good in the hood, right? Oh, yeah, get that bag, man. You know what time it is, man. You don't fight for legacy, you fight for checks. Floyd Mayweather said that. He said you fight for checks, you don't fight for legacy. And he said that about Tank Davis. He said he doesn't fight for legacy, he fights for checks. You know what I'm saying? He said, why make other people's rich? But it's okay when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. So that's what I'm saying. Pick a side, choose a side, you know? And that's what Frank does. Rap Star got an agenda. He lists, yeah, man. I mean, I think they did say, hey, man, you know how to build your channel. Like, because he always goes out the other guy, IBFP. So it's like, if they blame me for Rap Star, right? They're blaming me. But he goes at other channels. Like, he says IBFP, calls him a bitch, a pussy, and that's fine. I don't have an opinion about it. I don't choose channels. Like, I don't channel ride for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I was saying, man, should Frank Bray create a hashtag? You know, should I start something? FBAs, you know, you guys want to join my internet crew? Do you guys want to join Frank Bray's internet crew? Anyway, he was going at a whole nother channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't make a campaign. I don't try to say, oh, I'm going to go on this guy's channel and beef with them. No, if it happens, if I say something or somebody comes at me, maybe, but ultimately I don't do that. But that's what I think happened. I think Punch Drunk gassed him up and told him, hey, man, this is a way to build your channel. And that's what they accused me of. They said, oh, Frank's trying to build his channel off Rap Star. Bro, I've never once said that I had a channel. I don't even talk about having a channel. You know what I'm saying? I let the people decide, right? Anyway, but we're talking about the Canelo thing. Mad Dog, why is sober duck in the smoke? I don't know. Is he? Jay Will was, yeah, man, you seen that. Yeah, that guy, you know, he said we go way back. So I know he's somebody that goes around the YTC. You know, he's like that guy Alonzo that hops from channel to channel, which is fine, guys. I would never tell Blaze. I would never tell Ghost. I see JC. I've seen all you guys before. And I don't put my channel. I don't tell you not to go to no channel. I want you guys to go everywhere and then see who the realist is. That's all. If you said fuck Frank, man, Frank be bullshit, I ain't fucking with him no more, unsubscribe, it's like, cool, I get it. Maybe I was bullshit. Maybe I was on some bullshit. That's all I'm saying. So like, comment, subscribe, hit the link, jump on, comments and share. Why was he going to? No, you know what he said? He said that the CCD guys were on his channel and that they were hating the blacks. That's what he said. He says, oh, I know you guys are just fanboys, Canelo dick riders. And they try to lump me in with CCD and rep it. You know, I don't know, because you know, I said Mexican boxer #1, but you know, it is what it is. Is he? It sounds like it's somebody we know, bro. It's somebody that goes to every channel. Canelo is American by default. Mexico is loaded. That's a good point. You always have unique takes, man. I fuck with it. It's Frank's fault. Why? How, man? Maybe it is, man. Well, because I speak the truth, you know, or the truth that's the best to my knowledge, right? Like, everybody says they speak the truth, but you can only speak truth if you have the knowledge of the subject, right? And I always say, with the Canelo 150 million, 200 million, I was just speculating. And then guess what? Canelo says it. So is Frank a prophet? It doesn't mean I have knowledge of it. It just means that I can see the future. Kind of to my home torn. Frank the Tank is the leader. And look, man, I don't claim to be a leader of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want you guys to blindly follow me. I know you guys go other channels. I don't say anything. I don't care. Like, I'm happy. Because if you come back here, then I take that as like, okay, you guys, I don't want to say like the takes, but you guys think I'm saying something relevant. These more can't make no more money out. Yeah, okay, Blaze. That's what we were talking about, bro. We seen the angle. It's like that's what you always gotta do. You gotta peak game. They say peak game. You gotta see the angles. Like, why is this person doing this? Oh, you're trying to clickbait. You're trying to rile people up. I get it. Now, guess what, Buster? You sold out for the booty, and then you had to be getting played. What is that guy DJ Khaled said? Congratulations, you played yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself, right? Canelo was just pulling rank on Benavidez' show. Yeah, that's how I took it, because people had said that. I guess Likowitz was bragging about sending Canelo 150 million, 200 million offer, and Canelo was just making a joke about it. And it's just like I said, bro, like, if Frank says, hey, I'm hungry enough to eat a horse, are people going to run with that? Are they going to paste and post, oh, Frank Bay said he's going to eat a horse. He eats horses. Like, that's how the rumor mill makes, right? You say something, you say a joke, and people take it, and then it's you eat cats and dogs or some shit like that. You know, if you were just joking. But that's what it is. And Muck, you have to keep in mind that Canelo's primary language isn't even English. You can tell his broken English when it's exactly. He's obviously forming. It's like when Manny Pacquiao speaks, right? Manny Pacquiao got in trouble because he said something about homosexuals and he was canceled. But who knows, man? It's very hard to try to come in, especially English. You know, English is such a backwards language. Everybody in the world knows it. You know what I'm saying? There, thus, potato. It's very hard. It's not easy translation, right? We robbing the bank, man. Yeah, I mean, Floyd Mayweather made that popular. He's the one that coined it. He's the one that started all this. So, like I said, it's what's good for them is good for us. But that's up for you to decide, right? Canelo's marinating the Benavidez fight, making it bigger. That's what I said. If you go to my earlier shows, like, comment, subscribe, hit the link if anybody wants to hop on. I said that in my earlier shows. I said, take this time last year, because I bought Benavidez and Plant. Okay, before Benavidez fought Plant, what had he done? Like, literally, they'll say, oh, he had the belts. Yeah, but he lost the belts. He lost the belts. And even when he was champion, he never unified against Plant. He never fought Andrade back then. I mean, he had literally done nothing. He was literally sitting there waiting for a payday. He was fighting. I think he fought one time in 2021. He fought one time in a whole year while waiting for Canelo. That was the game plan. They were willing to fight one time, once a year, and wait for Canelo to pick him. And then Canelo Alvarez, he picks up and says, nah, man, you guys, I remember him saying it. You guys need to fight each other. That's what he said. People were crying that Canelo's gonna fight Mexicans, and now that he is, and it's a problem. Yeah, they're even trying to use that. Say, wait a minute, Canelo's a liar. He said he would never want to fight a Mexican. Now he is. He's obviously a liar. He said no. And again, lost in translation. He said he would prefer not to. And that's only just business too, right? Because when he fights a UK, fights American, then those numbers go up, right? Because they want to see Canelo lose to an American, or the UK fans buy it. But when he fights a Mexican, well, that's the entire fan base. There's no other fan base. You're picking from the same fan base. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense, bro. It's like rappers, like hood rappers. They try to make a radio song so that they can sell to the white kids in the suburbs. Because if they just make too much gangster shit, then all you're selling is to your own people. You know what I'm saying? And they don't buy. They already know white people buy. So they make the kind of the slow jam for the chick or something radio-ish, you know? I will be used to be Frankie's best friend. Oh, what did he? Is that a code? I don't know, man. Who's Jay? I don't know, man. Is he? I don't know, man. There's so many trolls on the YTDC, man. It's hard to keep track. But it's cool, man. As long as you like, comment, subscribe, it is what it is. Maybe if Wayne started banging torches, we'd go back. Well, look, man, you know what, man? He's fucking with his homie, and his homie probably put him up to it. And look, man, I'm not addressing it. You guys are saying it. I just read the comments. I got nothing against dude, man. He has a decent channel. He has a cool channel. It's just lately, like what Blaze said, he's trying to make content just to go out Canelo Alvarez. So it is what it is, man. And then when something goes bad or goes wrong, you can't blame the people. It's like I put out the content. So if it goes wrong, if it goes bad, I can't blame nobody. I'm the one putting it out, right? Yeah, he's a flip-flop, dude. Minor league. There goes Alonzo with his subtle jabs. It's all good, man. You could think what you think, you know what I'm saying? But we're trying to step it up here. Snowball effect. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. In all things in life, right? Like everything is an accumulation of something. Nothing just happens, you know, out of thin air. You know, we're in spring, and it's a cycle of life, a cycle of nature. You know, the flowers blossom, the bees come, everything grows again, and then it goes back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, everything is an accumulation of something else. And that's why I posted the clip. If you go back to my other show, what Blaze is saying, I said the $150 million offer is not even outrageous. And if you watch a clip, I'll post it on my community, Billy Hoyle and the Pimps, he said, you know, Floyd Mayweather was talking about this in 2008. And then you consider inflation, you consider how numbers change, like it's double that. So it's actually a low ball offer if you think about it. It's actually low. People took Canelo saying he'll go to fight. Yeah, I mean, he was talking about Usyk and everything. Well, Andre Ward was doing it, and they take it seriously. Like, man, half the things people say on social media and the internet is cat, right? It's just for attention. It's attention seeking. It's trying to gain followers. It's trying to gain likes. So everybody does too much. You know what I mean? Am I guilty of that? I don't know. It's up for the people to decide. How is Ty? You guys are funny. Yeah. That's okay. I don't know. There's so many impersonators. You have different accounts. That's a fake Alonzo, but this is by. Who's a fake one? You're a fake one? I don't know, man. You guys are all over the place. McCuck? Yeah, I don't even know who the real Alonzo is anymore. I'm just gonna skip past Alonzo now, man. He's doing too much. I've been saying Jake Paul offers more than Benavidez. Undisputed is scared of you. Yeah, fuck that guy, man. He's a bitch. Free Abel on Black and Brown. Why did Abel get banned? Look, man, I'm free smoke too, man. Everybody's welcome. Like, comment, subscribe, share. But yeah, man, I keep dropping the link if anybody wants to hop on. But I'm just commenting on the Canelo thing. I don't think he was necessarily being serious, if you know what I mean. I think he was just saying something that there was alluded to with the rumors. So I dropped the link again. But Canelo's melting the internet, man. Everybody's saying he's ducking and how dare he do it. It's a disgrace to boxing. Look, man, we've been down this road before. We've been down this road. We've seen it before. You know where we've seen it before? Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, the guy constantly bragged about all the money he made, about he fights for checks, not legacy. He's an 8-figure fighter. He gets all these offers. He retired on his own. And then what does the guy do? He goes, fights all these fraudulent exhibition matches because he wants more money. Oh, I don't know, man. Mexican Rambo, I don't know, man. Who knows? Get off my notes. Okay, I don't know, man. You guys are just back and forth with this internet troll stuff. I don't care, man. I don't really care about the internet troll stuff. You guys leave the beat to your own. All I ever said about the YTDC and the people on it is that, most are trolls. Now, I know the people here, I get accused of being a troll, but I know the people, they actually talk about boxing. That's the difference. We talk about boxing, we talk about the news. I don't really necessarily get into the beef. But if that's your guys' thing, that's your guys' thing. I don't mind it. It's all good. But I'm going to ask you guys, do you think Canelo Alvarez was being serious when he said people are spinning it. They're saying he demanded. He's asking. I didn't see that. All he said is very contextual. He said, hey, man, look, Benavidez brings nothing to the table. Like, I have to translate it, right? It has to be translated. Benavidez brings nothing to the table. But if somebody wants to fight and they offered $150, $200 million, I'll fight them tomorrow. All they have to do is offer it. So to me, that's not saying I will only fight him, I'll never fight him. He's kind of just saying, hey, man, you guys, okay, think about it. They keep asking him that question when he has another fight coming up. And he's saying, okay, guys, look, if you guys think it's that, then pretty much tell a promoter to call me and offer that type of money because you guys are making this fight so big. Right? It is okay. I've been dropping the link, dude. I've been dropping the link, but I'm gonna drop it again. I don't know how you missed it. Unless Sergeant is messing with me. Cripping the cupboard, yeah. But see, there it is again, man. Canelo's just having fun with you guys, man. Like he never said I'll never fight a Mexican. He said I prefer not to fight a Mexican. That's all he said. And then he fights a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just trolling, man. It's just Canelo Alvarez is trolling. He doesn't troll a lot, but I think he just has fun with the media. He probably watches. I know he watches Frank Bay because he said the whole 150 million. I said it first. Cameron Wilson Spikeman, who does he think he is? Floyd Mayweather? No, he's bigger than Floyd Mayweather. He's bigger than Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, think about it, bro. He got a bigger offer from DAZN than Floyd Mayweather. He's making more than Floyd Mayweather ever dreamed of. With inflation, he's making more. With piracy, he's still doing good numbers. So that's what makes it even more impressive. Why is Floyd Mayweather, if he made so much money, still doing exhibitions? Make that make sense. If he was so locked in with PDC, why is he not part of the business? Why is Tank Davis not doing 800,000 milli pay-per-views consistently? Make that make sense. Why do they not have any other stars? What do you mean it's cap? It's the truth. He's no longer relevant. He's no longer around. Why didn't Floyd Mayweather pass the torch? Why didn't he make another star? Why didn't he fight Keith Thurman, Earl Spence? Why did Floyd Mayweather fight Earl Spence and pass the torch? You know, people talk about Canelo needs to pass the torch to David Benavidez. Why didn't Floyd Mayweather do that? No, it's a double standard, man. It's a double standard. That's what it is. No, maybe that's you, bro, because you said you want a wrench. I don't know. I've just noticed 3 of your accounts. It's all good, man. It gets engagement. It gets, more comments, more likes, more subscribes. I appreciate it. Actually, you're actually doing me a favor. And that's why I don't give out wrenches. I don't want people blocking people, unless you're just constantly spamming. Everybody has a voice, even if you're stupid or not. So that's what I want to touch on, man. Why I want Izzy? Look, man, you guys are funny, man. It's funny at the end of the day. Exactly. Will the real Alonzo stand up? I don't know, man. Maybe this guy pays people. He's really everywhere. Like, I've never even spoken to him. I've never spoken to Alonzo. I've never really spoken to many of you guys. I just know kind of speak to people that come in. I've spoken to Sobers, BDA, Rambo, Amok. I've spoken to Amok. Lloyd Jr. failed to pass the torch to his fighters, and Javon yeah, because that's all bullshit, bro. They don't believe in that shit. They duck each other. They try to, Haney, Shakur, Tank Davis, they've all been ducking each other. You have Boot Crawford not fighting. Bro, they really are on this plan to duck each other. They all want a Mexican. They all want a Canelo Alvarez, or they want a Ryan Garcia. That's how they... I did it. Come on, man. If you think I did, maybe I did. But I don't go around bragging about what I do other places. That's not my style. You know what I'm saying? I don't... Look, man, Frank Bay, I just focus on my takes, I'm trying to drop the link, for whoever want to jump on. But we're just trying to unpack what Canelo Alvarez said. Everybody's melting down. Look at the pictures. They are zoomed. Oh, I see from his phone. I spoke to Frank one time on Rapids. Blaze, you have to clip that for me. I think we did. I don't, but I appreciate it, man. Blaze always supports. He's locked in, man. He's locked in with the YTBC. He knows his boxing. I don't know what happened with him and Rappy, but you know what I mean, man. Look, man, you gotta fuck with who fucks with you. That's my take. And even if you don't like me, you know what I mean, you're still watching. So I appreciate it. Better Biev versus Bebo, almost fuck yes. Yes, that's a big fight. Let's hope it goes through with all these pullouts, with all these things that come up. And that was another thing that happened. PBC, we got Pandora going in. Nava at 135 now fighting for a belt. Yeah, man, Nava going up, another Mexican champion. Yeah, I don't know if he does, bro. I've literally never seen him talk boxing. He comes here to talk everything but boxing. So, I'm here to talk boxing. Is that lame? Some people think it's lame. Look, man, I'm running a show. I just want to talk boxing. I really, I don't really know too much about anything else. I watch a few other places. Mostly it's like social media, bro. Dude, you said you're more hater than he is. Like, this is like the third Alonzo amazing account. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. Rap block me then. Well, Blaze, if you're dropping bombs, salute. I don't know how it was done, but they're blaming Frank Bay. They're saying Frank Bay did it. So, I don't know who wants to take credit for that hit, but it was not Frank Bay. Frank Bay doesn't do that. Man. But the Canelo Alvarez thing. Here's the thing, man. If it does happen, like, how crazy would that be? If Saudi Arabia or somebody offers $150 million, what's going to happen to all these people? What's going to happen to all those people? Oh, OG Blaze, that girl Lisa hates you. Yeah, man, Blaze is the most hated. Blaze is the most hated. He definitely is. He supports. He's locked in. I don't get the hate. Benavidez wants the winner of Bivol Better Biev. Is he going to the Zone or ESPN to fight them, or also think he's bigger star than them too? He's not going to Zone, man. Benavidez Sr., they told you, bro, they're loyal to Al Heyman. So even if the Saudi... Look, man, this sounds wild. This sounds crazy. It actually sounds stupid. But you got to go on what people said, right? If David Benavidez said he's loyal to Al Heyman, he's not willing to go to Zone. So even if Saudi Arabia is offered money through Eddie Hearn, it'll probably likely be as the Zone. He wouldn't do it unless PBC was involved. But they're going to be like, no, we're putting up all the money. We're not going to let you be involved. That's just how it works, bro. So he might not do it. Why? Lisa Snow is hot? Supposedly. We don't know if she's hot. We all know you're a CCD troll account. Is he? I don't know. You guys know more than me. Yo, Frank, you think Canelo was having Saudi? That's what he's talking about. Let's get Lisa in here. You know what? I don't know. Lisa could be a dude, bro. Unless if she has a channel and you can hit her up. Get her in here, because I think she was supporting Canelo. When Rapstar was trying to say that Canelo said he wouldn't fight Benavidez, she was supporting Canelo, saying, no, man, that's not what he said. He didn't say he would only fight him for $150 million. He said that if that's what you guys think this fight is worth, then have somebody call me. Because David is trying to claim he's making the offer. So Canelo's saying, bro, nobody makes me an offer. I make the offers. I make it happen. I'm the one. He said that. He said, I'm the one. He said, but if you can have somebody call me and offer $150 million, I'll fight him tomorrow. So what does that tell you? He says, I'll fight him tomorrow. He didn't say, no, I'll only fight him if I get that. He's kind of just making a joke, and it just goes over everybody's head. And then that's what makes somebody stupid, right? You have to get it. That's what's called getting it, right? Some people just don't get it. I heard, did she go on the panel as a woman? I've never heard. She was on the panel when she sounds hot. I don't know, man. There's a lot of transformers out there that take hormones. So Lisa Bales, Lisa Snow. Lisa Bales, I think, is a big one. She was on the panel like 3 times. Saudi Condemn. Yeah, we've seen it. I don't know, man. This is literally like 5 Alonzo channels. Lisa Snow beat up a butch. You guys are funny, dude. Amok, I said years ago that David was hiding at 168 on the BDA streams. David is fighting at 175 again, ducking the top dog. People are slowly waking up about that, yet I was accused of bias. Bro, he literally had one fight, and I don't know if it was 21 or 22. One fight. He had one fight in 1 year. And it was obvious with the game plan. Fight as little as possible, right? Fight 1 or 2 times, hoping Canelo chooses you. That was the game plan. He's saying that Benavidez is offering me. He doesn't know anything. Exactly. That's the part people are missing. It was a joke. He's like talking shit without talking shit because he's respectful. He's saying, who are they to offer me? He said, but if somebody called me and said, hey, okay, it was like, because he was like, well, you guys are saying it's a big fight. To me, I make that at anybody. So if it's such a big fight, then have somebody call me and offer me the money. I'll fight him tomorrow. You guys really got to listen to what he's saying. And also, like Amok said, I think it was Amok, it gets lost in translation. English is not his first language. Yeah, man, I don't know. They're really coming at Frank Bay. Lisa went on the panel before. Is she? I don't. You guys need to clip it. I don't know if Lisa's a man, but I know Maria Jose is. I see it on every chat I be in. Yeah, man, there has to be like maybe it's a whole bot station. Nah, man, I think that's you. You know, that's the perfect storm, man. You create the problem to come in and solve the problem. It's like old gangster tales. They would hire goons to go rob and strong arm little shop owners, and then they send in, the mob comes in and says, hey man, if you need protection, you know, I can protect you. So it's kind of like, that's the game, right? You send in a bunch of goons to harass me and then come and try to act like the protector. Like, hey, and the cops won't protect you, but we'll protect you and we'll handle it the right way. So that's how the mob works, you know what I'm saying? So are you guys trying to like strong arm me? You guys gonna say, hey Frank, if you give me $25 to moderate your channel, I'll make sure the trolls go away. When it's you and your whole gang the whole time. Frank Bay no sucker, bro. I see every angle, my dude. We need Nika. Hey, if you guys know these BZs, let them know, man. Frank Bay keeps popping. We love the trap. You know, we love it. We love that stank. Haters taking Canelo out of contact, just like when he said he doesn't like to fight Mexicans. Yeah, they want it both ways. Oh, he's a liar. Oh, he's not fight. It's like they really went on. He's not gonna fight Mexican. He don't want to fight David Benavidez because he's Mexican. And then if you ask Canelo, remember, it was also funny because Canelo said, you know, I'm fighting a real Mexican. He said that. I don't know if you guys caught that when he was talking about Mungia. He said, this is the biggest fight because there's 2 Mexicans, right? So he was kind of sneak dissing David Benavidez' Ecuadorian heritage. Give me 1 second, fellas. Got to restock, like, comment, subscribe. I dropped the link. What y'all want to see? I'm getting a lot of torture requests, so I'm gonna drop this for a couple seconds while I restock. I guess you guys like your tortas, man.
I don't give a fuck if they call me a torta, a motherfucking bean and cheese taco, a number 5 supersize the motherfucking fries. I'm gonna wear what I want and look good too. Hello, big bitch. You see the frame? You see the frame? You see the McDonald's bill? AirPod, please don't play. I still fat. Hey.
Rate my pitch 1 out of 10. Strike. Rate my pitch 1 out of 10.
Now that's what Frank Bay likes. Yeah, man, we need some more chicks up in here. If you guys can get the chicks, let them know, man. Frank Bay loves them all. Tortas, big ones, tall ones, skinny ones. But man, let's keep it boxing. Okay, more Alonzo. I'm gonna make an Alonzo. Yeah, man, we all need an Alonzo account. Apparently, he's the most popular guy. Have me zoomed in. The Alonzos are. I know, man. They're trying to strong arm me, bro. They're trying to get me to mod them up, and then I'll really get hammered. I don't get on pump. Is also. I don't know, man. It is. I can't keep track. Yeah. Benavidez is American. He had a tear rolling down his face when he heard. Yeah. No, but it was like that's what they're saying. They're saying Benavidez won't fight Benavidez because he's Mexican, and then he fights Jaime Mungia and he's a Mexican, and then now they call Canelo Alvarez a liar, right? Alonzo don't. I don't know who he's. Wow, Frank, now you're promoting people slandering my name. How? I don't know, dude. They're all coming at me. I don't know who's who. I'm not trying to figure it out. That's not slandering. You know, I don't know. I think you do it to yourself, Alonzo. I think you do. You need to. What you need to do is say, hey, Frank Bay is legit. That's what you need to do. You see what I'm saying? That's how you support somebody. Because it's like, how am I going to support you and you don't support me? You call me minor league, call me troll. So how am I going to support you? Last Mexican channel he was and got beat up by Furioso and Leader. He got beat up. So that's what I want to know. Okay, I'm assuming we're all Canelo Alvarez fans. Now, I don't want to say fanboys, but I want to say we respect what he does, right? Alonzo hates on the NASA channels like Frankie. I hate on him? Come on, man. You guys, I don't know, man. You guys are coming out this is legit. Okay, man. I don't think that's you anyway. But anyway. Okay, it's all about this. See, Alonzo has made it all about himself. And I'm talking about Alonzo. So from this moment, I'm not going to mention, unless, okay, here's how we determine it. If Alonzo hops on the panel, then I'll talk to him. But until he hops on the panel, I'm not going to say Alonzo anymore. He's welcome, but I'm not going to give him any more clout. That is capiche. You know what I'm saying? It gets very distracting. But yeah, man, I wanted to address this shit. This is actually a slow week for boxing. I dropped a link, comment, subscribe. Don Ramon champ, that's a real one. Salute. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Apparently he has trolls of a troll of a troll. He's like a clone of a clone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Everybody's welcome. I keep dropping the link. I want a Benavidez fan. I want a Canelo hater. I want somebody to come in and say, man, Canelo's a duck. He ain't this, he ain't that. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to challenge me. Because I'm not necessarily, I'm not taking the whole, he don't need to fight David. See, I think when people say that, they think that's what you're saying. Oh, he don't need to fight David. I've never said that. I've never said that he doesn't need to fight David Benavidez. All I'm saying is, if David Benavidez is talking shit and he's trying to get a Canelo fight by slandering him in the media and claiming all these fake offers, then I understand what Canelo Alvarez is doing. Because when Canelo Alvarez spoke, they asked him, hey man, what do you think about all these offers David Benavidez sent you? He said, I never received an offer. So that's another thing. It's like, who's telling the truth? Where's Chingasos? Yeah, man, I don't know what happened. He used to be a real one. He used to be on here. I think he said he was taking a break. I think he got tired of this shit. It's hilarious how Canelo's held to such a standard, yet has the first ballot Hall of Fame resume, yet other guys who haven't done anything like Davis get away scot-free. Well, we already know what that is. We know what that's about, man. It's the race card. It's nothing but the race card. It's because he's Mexican, and he's cinnamon, and they want an American fighter. They want the next Floyd Mayweather. That's what it's about. You can't call it any other way. The same people bashing Canelo Alvarez for doing the whole money thing these guys were all Floyd Mayweather fans. And look, man, all you need to know is Andre Ward was on a podcast maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. He was championing that. He said his own mouth, right? This is who they listen to. This is Crip culture. This is where they get these takes, right? Crips and Cucks, right? They all kind of go on this bandwagon. They said Floyd earned it, right? Tim Bradley said, oh, Crawford earned it. Now he's able to do what he wants to do. Okay? But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, and that's what Canelo Alvarez is saying is, hey, I earned the right. Basically, he's saying, bro, I'm not gonna let anybody tell me what to do. What's wrong with that? When Floyd Mayweather said it, everybody loved it. Oh yeah, man. You know, these fighters, they always getting ripped off. They're always getting played. It's about time somebody stood up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But now when Canelo Alvarez does it, oh, he's a duck. That's how Mexicans roll. Yada yada yada. It's like, dude, they're literally the biggest hypocrites. OG Blaze, Chigazos have been around since. Is that what happened? I don't know, man. You know what, man? It's hard to keep up with the day-to-days. I can't. But I'm not. Look, man. Alonzo's welcome, but I'm not gonna give him no more clout. If he wants to come on the panel and talk to Frank Bay, then he can do such things. But I'm not gonna give him no more clout. We're talking boxing. Or what Ward recently just said, saying he didn't fight Adonis Stevens because he didn't think he earned a shot. Yeah, and I think it would have been for undisputed. Look, man, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what it is, bro. It's an agenda. It's a Crip agenda. It's African Americans. They want to see one of their own. They want to see the next Floyd Mayweather, and they hate when a Mexican's on top. That's what I think. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what I think. And I don't think that's racist. I don't think that's anything. I think that's just what it is, because that's what I see on social media. I see it's mostly ex-Floyd Mayweather fans, they're Gervonta Davis fans, they're Devin Haney fans, and they just bash Canelo all day, every day, and the media too. And I see who they line themselves. They line with themselves with like the PDC and certain fighters. So, you know, but what I wanted to say is, yeah, I hope Canelo Alvarez does break the bank. That's how I take it. I think it's smart. Ultimately, that's what I say. Frank jump. Why? I don't know. I don't look, man. I don't appreciate the pumping other channels. I really do. I don't appreciate that. That's kind of fucked up. I don't go to places and pump my channel. That's tacky. You know what I mean? Need keys? Who needs keys? I'm not giving no. Look, man. Nobody hops on. If somebody wants to hop on, I'll get a co-host. I would think about allowing them keys. But other than that, I don't know, man. If that's what you guys are talking about. But the whole wrench thing, nah. You got every Alonzo account saying that's a fake account. Okay, I'm not talking about Alonzo anymore. Anyway, the whole Canelo Alvarez thing. Yeah, I think he gets it, bro. I think he gets the 150. Yeah, I agree. But I'm not gonna block anybody unless they do some foul shit. But it's just lame. That's what it is, man. It's just lame. I don't pay attention to it. It's just lame. You know, I don't do that to other people because I would know. I'd be like, damn, that's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do their thing. They're trying to talk, get their peoples. You know, I just think it's like, you know, it's foul. It's foul work. You know, it's foul business. But are you guys in agreement with Canelo Alvarez? Are you guys a driver of that spa duper wrench? Oh yeah, I don't even do that though. I don't give anybody a wrench because I know it'll happen. If I give people wrenches, then if somebody sees somebody they don't like, then they'll block them. And it's not for me, it's for personal petty beefs. So, you know, I'm not gonna do that. But Quentin, if Ward feels he could do whatever he wanted, then someone who accomplished more, he would feel the same way. I know, Blaze. I don't take it personal, Blaze. Nobody, right? I don't have to see. Once I give one, then I got to give everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the predicament you're in. If you get one, you got to give everybody, and because people think you play favorites, and they try to point the finger. So I'm just gonna keep it this way. And I'm not even a big channel, bro. I'm like, I guess, like Alonzo says, I'm a minor league small channel, as far as he's concerned. Yeah, look, Ward is a jealous hater. But what I can't understand is how do they get away with it? How do they get away with their such biased agenda? That's my thing. Is like, how can you literally say Floyd Mayweather has done enough? He's earned the right to pick and choose, and Canelo Alvarez hasn't. Well, he never said Canelo Alvarez. If Floyd Mayweather himself, if you're dick riding Floyd Mayweather saying, "Oh, Floyd earned it. He earned the right." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then Floyd Mayweather, out of his own mouth, says Canelo earned the right. How can you, if you're idolizing Floyd Mayweather and you believe in what he says and what he does and what he stands for, and then he co-signs Canelo Alvarez, How do you go against that? You just look stupid. You just look stupid, right? It'd be like if I pumped up some channel like some of these haters are doing. I'm like, oh, you need to go to IBFP and you need to listen to him and you need to follow him and bro, he be speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada. And then someone else comes up and contradicts and that he's pumping up, and then IBFP is like, oh, you need to go somewhere. He's the truth. I fuck with him, and then I diss the guy he's pumping up. That just don't make no sense to me, bro. That, you know what that means is you're a hypocrite. You don't even believe what you say. You're just doing it for a racial agenda. So that's all I would think it is. I don't know. Is it boxing jealousy? Is it you just hate Canelo Alvarez? Right? But if you're a brother and you pump up another brother and you hate the guy who's not a brother, even though they're doing the same thing, then it just tells me what I need to know, which is fine. You could do that. But me, I gotta call it out. Mod wrench me. Yeah, I know, brother. I fuck with you, Blaze. But like I said, man, I'd have to give everybody, because then everybody will want one. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a like. Come on, son. You can't just give me one off top. Pause. Man, hit the like, bro. Hit the like. Y'all need to hit the like, man. Hit the like. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, nerds. Okay, with some boxing shit. I totally agree with Canelo. For years, these cribs have been coddled and maneuvered in boxing. Now that the Mexicans running the game, these haters can't. Exactly. That's the point, man. That's the point. And I'm going to keep hammering it home. They're going to keep saying Frank is against such and such. He don't like black fighters. He don't like this. But that's who's coming at Canelo Alvarez. Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, you know, the whole Pro Box TV, Paulie Malignaggi, you know, they're all going against Canelo Alvarez. And that's fine. That's okay. But to me, when you do it so much, other channels, it just seems like an agenda. Okay. And I'm just here to say what it is. I'm calling it an agenda. And if it's an agenda, then I go, is it an American thing? Is it a race thing? You know, you can't be wrong for saying what you think. Now, the only time you're wrong is if you take what you think and then you try to, you know, make it propaganda. Like you just keep trying to do it with no proven evidence. But I don't need to prove it because these guys say it for me, right? That's what proof is. Like I'd have to comb the internet, I have to comb their history, and I'd have to find things they said, but I don't need to do that. They said it loud and clear. I'm just saying why. Yeah. Quitting. If Ward thought he himself earned the right to do what he wants, then he should feel the same the same way about Canelo. Exactly. But he's not, because of an agenda. And his boy Tim Bradley is another bigger hater. And we know why. If he was Canelo James, then they would idolize him. They would idolize him. He broke down the whole PBC roster the other day. Okay. You stop beefing with drunk Irishmen? Okay, I guess that's something else. The same guy brings up Canelo catchweight from years ago, yet don't mind Davis doing it. Well, yeah, and Floyd Mayweather gave Canelo Alvarez a catchweight. So, yeah, they don't, dude, it's all hypocrisy. And what we do here is we just call it out. Now, if you think Frank Bay's a hypocrite, then you can call me out. You know, I keep dropping a link for someone to call it out. Like I said, man, people are really running with this Canelo demanded 150 million. But that's not what happened. It's like I said, if Frank Bay said, man, I'm so hungry I can eat a horse. And then people run with, oh, Frank Bay eats horses. Same thing, man. Like a lot of everything's context, bro. Damn, Blaze, who you giving thumbs down to? I thought we was cool, homie. Canelo deserves the Fedia quit crying. Yes, and he's gonna get it. The Mexican takeover. Just pay him. That's right, man. Look, man, doesn't it make sense? Because okay, Canelo's trying to promote the Mungia fight. All everybody asks him about is David Benavidez. Isn't that kind of smart? He says, hey, if you guys, that's the smartest way to respond, right? Because you're trying to promote this fight. You're not going to talk about another fight. All you're going to say is, oh, yeah, maybe down the line, that's a good fight. But if you keep getting asked the question over and over again, you're going to kind of get like irritated. You're going to be like, hey, man, look, if you guys think this fight, okay. He said, and that's exactly how he responded. He said, look, I can make whatever David offered with anybody. He said, but if you guys think this fight is all that, then have a promoter call me and offer the money and I'll fight him tomorrow. He's putting it on us. He's putting it on the fans. He's putting it on the media. because that's all they want to talk about. And that's what he said. I'm the one that makes an offer. They can't make an offer. That means Canelo gets the money. People come to Canelo and offer him how much for a fight, and then he takes that and then he pays his opponent. Like, you guys are not understanding the math of it all. Okay, you have to do some math. Okay, I wonder if Coach, hello? I added somebody. You have to speak up, man. I don't know if you're gonna D-bomb me. What's up, dude? Hello?
You had to put me on stage. There you go.
Yeah.
You had me backstage, man.
Okay, who are you, Coach? What?
Coach Eddie.
Okay, what's up, Coach Eddie?
What's
on
going
your mind?
Man? Nothing much, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, to me, this is my opinion right here. Canelo just doesn't want to fight the guy, man. And that's his right, man. If he doesn't want to fight the guy, I mean, no matter how much we kick and scream that we want to fight, it's just not going to happen, man. There's been a lot of fights in boxing that we wanted and we just didn't get them. You know, we wanted Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe. That would have been a good fight. We didn't get that fight. We wanted Sugar Ray Leonard, Aaron Pryor. We didn't get that fight, even though people were clamoring for it. For whatever reason, like I say, to me personally, I think that Benavidez is all wrong for Canelo. I think he beats Canelo, especially at this point in his career. He's big, he's young, throws a lot of punches, and to me, Canelo doesn't want to deal with that type of style, especially right now. So at the end of the day, man, I mean, it'll probably take $100 million to get Canelo in the ring with David Benavidez. Which, you know, if the money's there, if the market, if the people will pay that, you know, for the fight, then more power to them. And it's possible, you know, because Floyd and Manny Pacquiao got a lot of money. They got over $400 million for that fight. But right now, in today's market, when you have a pay-per-view, it's not doing good because you can watch the fight for free. You're not going to get $200-300 million with the pay-per-view buys. It's just not going to happen in today's market because of the fire stick. So I mean, I don't think we'll ever get that fight. You know, at the end of the day, we won't get that fight. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, and you're basing that on what?
That we'll never get that fight?
Yeah.
Well, because
your first statement was he doesn't want to fight Benavidez, and you're basing that off of what?
Well, just the way he's moving. You know, the people that he keeps saying that Benavidez hasn't done anything. Well, what has Jaime Mungia done? What did Amir Khan do? What did Algie Yerim do? What did Callum Smith do? What did Liam Smith do? You can go down his whole resume and ask, what did these guys do? Now, when he was coming over here, when he first got over here, and this is what my problem with today's champions. Those guys like Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, Carlos Baldomir, all those guys were old ex-champions, and they were willing to pass the torch to a younger up-and-coming star, which is named Canelo Alvarez. And not just Canelo Alvarez, a lot of these guys today don't want to give these young guys fights. They don't want to pass that torch. Right now, it's more about the money. The money. If the money's not there, then they don't want to take the fight, man. And they're going to fight, you know, Eddie Reynoso is on record saying, hey, look, I managed Canelo well. I picked the right type of fights for him to look good in, because he's a showcase. He's a marquee guy. It's the business of boxing. Canelo, he's not gonna go in there and fight this guy, man. He already alluded to him being 25 pounds, coming in 25 pounds overweight, which in his mind, he's saying this guy's too big. You see, when he fought Demetrius Andrade, the dude came in weighing 195 pounds. So Canelo doesn't want to contend with a 195-pound guy who throws a million punches, and that's hard, you know, that's relentless, that's young and ferocious. He don't want to fight that guy, man. It's clear to me he doesn't want to fight him.
Yeah, no, I'm that's what it's looking like, right? That's how everybody's kind of seeing it, that he doesn't want to make the fight. They're saying he's ducking. So are you calling him a duck?
I think, beyond it, you know, at the end of the day, to me, it is a duck, because you're not fighting your mandatory. you had no problem fighting your other guys when they were mandatory. You had no fighting Aldrin Urim when he was a mandatory. When he was sitting on the couch being inactive. They popped him back in the rankings, and Austin Trout sued the WBC because this guy was inactive, and now he's a #1 contender to fight Canelo Alvarez, your sparring partner. Okay, he said, I don't want to be in boring fights, which is the reason why he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. I don't want to be in boring fights. Well, you think Amir Khan, that wasn't a boring fight? You think Aldrin Urim wasn't a boring fight? I mean, you can go down the list. He contradicts himself. He goes down the list. He says one thing and he does another thing. And when you're the so-called face of boxing, I think the problem with Canelo is he's saying he's the best. And when you say you're the best, you have to fight the best. See, I'm 45 years old. I'm not sure how old you are. I'm used to guys like Roy Jones. If you challenged Roy Jones and said you the best, he wanted to fight you to prove that you wasn't the best. Sugar Ray Leonard.
That's not
you
true.
Why you say that?
Tarver had to take him to court to get the fight. So
he fought him though.
That ends your argument. But you can't claim that he's the best because he fought when a guy had to actually take him to court.
You sure about that?
Why doesn't Benavidez do that? Yeah, Tarver had to take him to court to get the fight.
I thought he showed up at the press conference after the John Ruiz fight.
No,
and saying I want to fight him.
Tarver had to take Roy Jones to court to get the fight.
But either way, but you might be right. But either way, why should you have to take a guy?
I know I'm right. It's not that I'm. Well, you're the one bringing up Roy Jones. He had to take. Tarver had to take Roy Jones to get the fight. So it is what it is, man. So, I mean, let's not bring up names that is just not true. But go ahead, continue.
Well, I wasn't aware of that information, man. We can do that with anybody. We can do that with anybody.
Then. Well, then I just got to throw that out. Like whatever that part of your argument is thrown out. You got to use something better.
So what's your? Are you defending Canelo's position? What are you doing?
I'm saying if it was good enough for past faces of boxing, then it's okay for Canelo Alvarez to do it. It's building the fight.
So
They're building the fight.
You think it's gonna happen?
Well, here's what you come on my show, I guess. I don't know if you go to the channel.
I'm asking you a question. It's a dialogue. It means go back and forth. I don't want to hijack your show. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a dialogue.
What's your question then?
I'm asking you, do you think the David Benavidez and Canelo fight is going to happen?
Yes, of course.
So he's gonna have to drop. He's gonna have to come back down after he goes up to light heavyweight and drop back down to fight him. I'm asking.
Yeah, Roy Jones did it.
Or is he going? Or is Canelo going to move up? If
mentioned Roy Jones, what does it matter? Roy Jones did it. It's happened plenty of times.
I'm asking you a question.
I just said yes.
So, what if David wins the belts at 175? Will Canelo go up to fight him?
We don't know. We have to wait. But it's up to David. But I think the fight's going to happen, and he's going to get the $150 million.
Well, he might. I mean, I don't see how. I don't know.
That's my question to you. If you're so adamant about it's not going to happen, he's ducking this guy, then that's why I said, do you go to the channels? Do you talk to other people? Do you if you have a channel, let us know. This is Coach Eddie. But that's what I'm saying. Okay, but if you're adamant in this Doug talk, and you want to come on, come here, which is fine. You're more than welcome. Thank you for coming. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't be a hater. I don't mind people disagreeing. This is what I wanted. This is what I asked for. But are you willing to say, hey, Frank, if Canelo does fight, Benavidez for $150 million, I'll delete my account. I'll delete my channel.
I don't have a channel.
Okay, well then, I'll come back here and I'll promise not to go on any more shows because I don't know anything.
But for $150 million, yes, I believe he will fight David. I would fight David for $150 million. Who wouldn't fight him for $150 million? Of course, he'll fight him for $150 million. But that's not a requirement for him to fight Jaime Mungia, even though Canelo is saying Jaime Mungia is a harder fight than David Benavidez. So you want to fight somebody who is a lesser fighter, in your opinion, for more money. I mean, make that make sense. He's not getting 150.
It's a bigger fight. It's a bigger fight. It's actually a bigger fight. Why do you think it's being co-promoted? If Jaime Mungia wasn't a name, then the zone just would have sold his ass. They would have just sold Mungia's ass to them, and they would have not. It wouldn't be a co-promotion. The reason it's a co-promotion and PBC has to acquiesce to zone is because it's a bigger fight. Jaime Mungia has better numbers and better stats than David Benavidez. Do you not understand that part?
Yeah, I understand that part of your logic, but I'm gonna ask you a question. So you saying this? I want to get this. I want to get this straight. You saying that the Jaime Mungia fight is a bigger fight than Dave Benavidez fight? That's what you're saying, correct?
No, the numbers and what's going on that it's a co-promotion proves it.
Okay, so is Canelo getting $150 million for this fight?
Well, it doesn't matter. There's been no offers for it. That's why he said you're clamoring. No, you're trying to clamor on the whole notion that Benavidez was making all these offers to Canelo. PBC never offered anything.
I didn't say. I did not say that. I did not say PBC. I did not mention any offers. You just told me that Jaime Mungia versus Canelo Alvarez is a bigger fight than David Benavidez. Is that what you said? That's your position? At
this moment right now, it is.
Okay. Now, using that same logic, if it is a bigger fight, that means it should pay $100 million. Right or wrong?
Wow, it's only as big as whoever's willing to offer.
So if the David Benavidez is a smaller fight, why is it a requirement to get $150 million to fight a fight that is not as big? It's the one that is fighting right now.
Are you not listening? Who said it was a requirement?
You said 100. You the one that said $150 million. You asked me if Canelo got $150 million, would he fight David Benavidez? I said, of course he was fighting for $150 million.
I never said it was a requirement. I said, because you're trying to say he's ducking Benavidez. And I said, if he gets $150 million and he fights Benavidez, then everything you say is full of shit. So I said, if you really believe what you're saying, then promise me to just never go on boxing channels again and say this bullshit.
No, it's not. It's my opinion. Just like what you're saying is.
But then that's what I'm saying. You're basing it off what? What are you basing it off?
I'm basing it off. I'm basing it off.
He's beat more champions than anybody in the sport. He's won 4 divisions. What more you need to see?
Okay, now
that's what I'm saying. If he hasn't proven to you that he hasn't fought everybody, who is David Benavidez?
I'm gonna answer that question for you. I'm gonna answer that question for you. Those champions that you talking about he beat, Amir Khan was one of those champions, right or wrong? Are you counting Amir Khan as one? Are you counting Amir Khan as one of those champions that he beat? Because he keep everybody. That's the first thing people say in the Canelo defense. He fought more world champions. Are you counting a 135-pound guy who started his career off at 135 as one of those champions that Canelo beat, who he brought up and made him fight at a Canelo catch weight at 155? And the night of the fight, Canelo rehydrated up to 182 pounds. Why? Amir Khan weighed about 160. He was 22 pounds heavier than. Are you counting those as one of the champions that he beat? Are you counting the old 40-year-old Shane Mosley, who was clearly out of his prime, as one of the champions that he beat? Are you counting the undersized Miguel Cotto, who's clearly on his way out?
A whole nother argument.
No. You said champions. I'm bringing up all the champions that you said that he beat, that you giving him credit for. You giving him credit for fighting small, old guys who are on their way out. You giving him credit for beating those champions. You're giving him credit for that.
If the record book says it and the stats say it, like when I do you follow other sports? Do you follow baseball?
Let me tell you something about boxing. I'm gonna try to.
No. It's the stats. It's the numbers. You can argue. You can look. This is not. Is this part of your argument? Because you're going off the topic.
No, I'm not
talking about. Yes, you are. Just give you the. I'm just telling you the stats, the numbers of that Canelo's proven that he doesn't duck. So that's what you asked me. Do I think he's? You asked me because I'm answering your question. Do I think he'll fight David Benavidez? I said based on his history, based on his accomplishments, yes. And he's going to get the money. Right?
Well,
isn't that what you asked me?
I won the question that I asked you.
Well, yeah, I said, well, so what makes you, if you're looking at the guy, what makes you believe that that he's ducking Benavidez? And you asked me, you said, well, he's ducking it because he's fighting Jaime Mungia. I said, well, Jaime Mungia is a bigger fight. You said, what makes me believe that? I said, well, we know because of the co-promotion. That means the zone has a lot of weight. They're paying Jaime Mungia. It's a big fight. It's bigger than David Benavidez. Who is David Benavidez? Let me ask you this. At this time last year, who had David Benavidez beat?
Let me poke holes in that real quick.
Have you ever bought a David Benavidez fight? Like, we can end this now. Did you buy it?
I hadn't bought a fight since Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao.
Well, then there it is, man. You're not even a Benavidez fan. You don't even know who David Benavidez is.
No, I'm a boxing fan. I do like David Benavidez.
You don't even know who he is, motherfucker. You don't even know who he is. You can't even tell me who he beat.
How you gonna tell me I know who he is?
Who did he win his title against?
I know that he fought Ronald Ellis.
Who did he win his title against?
I don't know.
Okay, you're not a fan of Benavidez. You're just a Canelo hater. And
no,
you're
not.
You're a Canelo.
All
you
never
doing
bought
a Benavidez. I bought a Benavidez fight.
Didn't I just tell you that I hadn't bought a fight since Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao? You know how long ago that was? I hadn't bought any of their fights. I hadn't bought a Tank Davis fight. I hadn't bought a Devin Haney fight. I hadn't bought a Shakur. I hadn't bought none of their fights because they're not giving me the fights that I want to see. So I'm not going. And plus, you don't even have to buy them anymore. You can watch them for free. So why would I turn around and give the PBC $90 every time when they put a crap pay-per-view fight on and want me to pay for it? I ain't paying for that trash. If it's a good fight, then I'll pay for it. If it's not, if it's a fight I know the outcome, why would I buy that? I'm not buying it. I've been watching boxing probably longer than you've been living, bro.
What I'm saying is, you're not even a David Benavidez fan. You don't know anything about him.
How can you say? I just told you I watched a few of his fights. I watched Ronald Ellis.
Why would Canelo Alvarez be scared of a guy who he knocked out that David Benavidez couldn't even stop? Why?
I watched David Lemieux.
Why would Canelo Alvarez be afraid of David Benavidez?
Triangle theory doesn't work.
No. Well, what are you basing it off of? What are you basing it off of?
Triangle theory does not work.
Okay, then what are you basing it off of?
Based off of what? That he doesn't want to fight him?
Exactly.
Well, the thing about Canelo Alvarez, I've been watching him since the HBO days. The first fight I seen with him. One thing I know about Canelo Alvarez, he's an opportunist. This is my opinion. Don't get upset. He's an opportunist. If he sees a belt, in other words, if Canelo knows that he can beat you, he'll fight you. If there's any doubt in his mind that he ain't gonna beat you, he's not gonna fight you. He's gonna make sure that all the advantages are to him. He tried to stall out a Triple G. Wait till he got old. He put weight clauses on Danny Jacobs. He fought an old, broke down drunk in Sergey Kovalev when the fight looked like he was fixed. Because we were like, what is this guy doing? That dude came out throwing pity pat jabs, and we never seen Sergey Kovalev do that. He fought Jamel Charlo, who pulled up on 154 pounds. Some guy, some freaking junior middleweight, he pulled him up. Canelo Alvarez has never, ever fought. He fought one 50-50 fight in his life, and that was Triple G.
Who did he duck then? I mean, if you're claiming all these fights are relevant, who did he duck then?
Who did he duck?
Well, because you're saying he hasn't fought anybody. I mean,
I'm not saying
he's beat the most champions currently. He's a 4-weight division champion. You know, he has all the accolades. You're saying he hasn't fought anybody. Well, who did he avoid then? Yeah, because you can't say he fought all these bums. So then you have to have somebody that he avoided.
I did not say he fought these bums.
I can say who Floyd Mayweather avoided Manny Pacquiao. He ducked Keith Thurman. He ducked Earl Spence. He didn't pass the torch. Like, I can pinpoint.
I agree with that.
Floyd
Mayweather. I agree with that.
Okay?
I agree with that.
So then you need to be able to pinpoint who he ducked.
I can pinpoint a couple guys that he ducked at the time. At 154 pounds at that time, he ducked Demetrius. Well, he did not want to fight Demetrius Andrade. And it wasn't he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. It was Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins did not want him to fight Demetrius Andrade because of the style matchup. Because he had just fought Larry Lara, which was southpaw, who gave Canelo a lot of trouble with the movement. They're like, we're not fighting that type of guy. So I'm not saying that Canelo himself per se is ducking, but when you have boxers and managers and people and advisors, they will make sure that you're in it. When you're a marquee boxer, they're going to put you in a position to make you look the best. That means put you in front of getting you a person that's going to make you look good. If Canelo don't want to fight somebody that's going to be moving around and running around, that he got to walk down and catch him. He wants to fight guys who gonna stay there, stand in front of him, and get knocked out. That's the type of person that Canelo likes to fight. So, and that's boxing. Period. It's called matchmaking. Eddie Reynoso said, "I am responsible for managing Canelo and proper matchmaking." Look who started Canelo off: Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins. These guys are Hall of Famers who know what Canelo's strengths are and know what his weaknesses are. They know who to put Canelo in with, and they know who to stay away from. Canelo was anointed the golden child. When he came over, he was the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather. That's why he stayed on Floyd Mayweather's undercards. That's when he got the good. Everybody keep bringing up how many champions he beat. You look at Liam Smith. He inherited that belt from Demetrius Andrade when Demetrius Andrade vacated. Cotto, old, washed up, has been on his way out. Shane Mosley, same thing. Even Floyd Mayweather uses the same logic. Oh, these guys were champions. Were they champions at the time when you fought them? One thing about boxing, I can say I fought Muhammad Ali, for instance. I beat Muhammad Ali. Yeah, I beat Muhammad Ali when he was 70 years old. I didn't beat Cassius Clay. I beat an old Muhammad Ali. So boxing matters when you fight the guy. You can't, if you sit there and say, "Oh, I fought this guy and he was 38 years old." Yeah, you fought the name, but you didn't fight that guy. You didn't fight that guy at his best. Huh?
You gotta land the plane. You gotta make a point. You're just rambling. It was salute BDA. Welcome to the chat. Drop in anytime.
What's up?
BDA.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree with Coach Eddie. There's a lot of politics in boxing which prevents fights from being made. You know, there's sometimes the guys that go, "Hey, don't fight this guy, don't fight this guy." They do it quietly behind the scenes. But now we're in the information warfare era where people put out narratives. I'm talking promoters and managers. So they put out this narrative via headlines, and they know most people only read the headlines, and they still get stuck with that. And then forever they can use the line of, "Oh, well, this guy avoided us. He never wanted to fight us." Meanwhile, that's not true. But they just put that out there retroactively. You know, the interesting thing with Canelo, for example, is I'm hearing about the guys that he avoided. You know, we heard Demetrius Andrade. He tried to fight Demetrius Andrade. Because remember, at the time when he was at the middleweight division, he wanted to get all those belts. The IBF said no. They said no to unification. So Canelo, and this is, you know, partially it's his fault too, because he could have fought Andrade without the belts. But he wanted all those belts. The IBF said no. So he said, "Okay, I'm going to go to 168 and unify there," which is, you know, in a lot of ways, it's a bigger challenge because now he's fighting bigger guys. And some guys are just as mobile as Andrade, except bigger, like Caleb Plant. So, you know, right now, the only real guy that people are saying he's avoiding is David Benavidez. And even then, that's only because he hasn't fought him yet. But there's also, you know, Benavidez too. Why hasn't he activated his WBC mandatory? That's the big question that a lot of people like to dodge. If he really wanted that fight, he'd activate it. Instead, he's going up to 175. And even then, they're leaving the possibility open that he might stay over there. Instead of really being firm and saying, because, you know, everyone's faulting Canelo for not outright saying, "I want to fight Benavidez," which I agree. You know, we want to hear him say it. But I'm not hearing Benavidez actually making a valid offer. I mean, just Samson Lukowicz said, "Oh, yeah, we offered him 50 mil. And then when Eddie Reynoso said, "No, we never got that offer," Samson Lukowicz deletes his tweet. That's a major red flag right there. Why would he delete that tweet? Why is he saying, "No, Eddie Reynoso's a liar"? Because maybe he's the one that's lying.
Okay,
I agree.
BDA.
Let Coach Eddie speak.
Go, BDA. That's a good point that you brought up about the sanctioning bodies. But the sanctioning bodies are consistent at being inconsistent. So sanctioning bodies and mandatories don't mean jack squat, man. Because you can be a mandatory for 25 years like Dillian White and never get your shot. Or you can, you know, it's pay to play. If I want to get my guy ranked, if I pay the right people, I can get my guy ranked. So I mean, that sanctioning body that they don't enforce mandatories. They stripped Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo should have been stripped 2 years ago. Does he not still have a belt?
Absolutely.
But look how quick they stripped Terrence Crawford. Look how quick they stripped his brother Jamel Charlo. They took all his belts. He ain't got one.
Joe Cordina too. Joe Cordina too, the WBA. But I mean,
so
but that's the thing, though.
Corrupt, man.
You're right. You are right. But the point remains that Benavidez' team have yet to enforce the mandatory. your point would stand if they enforce the mandatory, and somehow the WBC came up with some, bizarre reason why they're not going to enforce it. You would have a point if they did that, but the Benavides team have yet to do it, so that point is moot.
But I thought that the WBC already said that he was a mandatory.
No, they actually, Benavides team requested to go up to 175.
Well, I guess at the end of the day, man, I mean, you can't. I commend David Benavidez for one. You can't sit there and try to build your career off of one guy. It's clear the guy don't want to get in the ring with you. Just move on and fight somebody else, man. No sense in killing yourself trying to make 168. Because at 168, yeah, I believe David Benavidez has a little bit of weight bully. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'll keep it 100. Anytime you can come in and put on 27 pounds in one night, you might need to be in another weight division. I'm just saying. 195 pounds. The night that you fought Demetrius Andrade, I mean, that's a pretty big jump. So at the end of the day, man, you can't wait around on Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez can build his own legacy, and if the fight happens, it happens. Like me personally, I'm over the fight. I kind of already feel like I know what the outcome's going to be. I feel like I would favor David in that fight, but hey, we'll never know because I don't think we ever.
But you're not going to even buy it. That's my thing. You're not going to even buy it. You just say you don't buy shit.
I'm going to watch it.
Well, that's the big difference, dude.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Hold on. Let me get this straight. I think I missed that. Yeah, but so you're saying you want to see Canelo Benavidez, but you're not going to pay for it?
I told your man, I said I ain't bought a fight since Floyd Mayweather Jr. Manny Pacquiao. That was the last pay-per-view I bought. I'm gonna tell you why. So I just want to get it straight. So you wouldn't pay for Canelo? No, sir. I don't buy Tank Davis's fight. I don't buy Devin Haney's fight. I don't buy none of their fights.
I don't understand. I'm slow, man. Just break it down for me. Is that a yes or is that a no?
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, I won't buy the fight. No.
So then why do you care so much if it happens or not?
I'll watch it. I'm not gonna buy it though. I don't care about.
Okay, so this whole thing about Benavidez, Canelo's ducking Benavidez, blah blah blah, which I just offer proof that proves the contrary, or that shows the contrary, or at least casts a large amount of doubt. You don't even really then. I think you already said you don't really care whether he fights him or not.
I would like to see the fight, but I can't make somebody fight somebody they don't want to fight them.
How can you say you want to see the fight but you won't pay for it though?
Just because I don't pay for fight don't mean I'm not allowed to watch boxing. I don't pay. You know what I'm saying?
It's a social contract. It's a social contract. I mean, if somebody sells you a product and you want to see it, I mean, you pay for it.
So you like Tank Davis? You think all those fights are pay-per-view worthy? Why would I pay $90 for a fight that I know it's going to be trash? I'm not paying for that.
There's a lot of Tank Davis fights that most of his fights, 99% of his fights shouldn't be on pay-per-view. Because he's fighting, I mean, everything they're accusing Canelo of doing, dodging guys, fighting smaller guys, fighting guys past the prime. That's what Tank Davis is doing. But guess what? I do pay for his fights.
Because you're a content creator. That's why you pay for it.
I'm a boxing fan, first and foremost.
But let me let you in on a little secret, right? I'm pretty sure you know this already. They do these things called fight parties, these YouTube channels. And everybody tunes in and listens to the play-by-play. So you don't have to buy a fight because somebody's going to post the fight like 1 hour after the fight is over with. It'll be on YouTube. Why the heck would I run my cable bill up for $500 a month trying to buy all these pay-per-view fights that don't even need to be on pay-per-view when I can just watch it on YouTube?
What are we in the 1930s? You can't watch fights on YouTube. First of all, they take them down. You can only listen to guys doing the play-by-play. Not for nothing, but I mean, this ain't the 1930s, man. I don't want to hear a fight on radio and then he throws a jab and then he throws a punch. Oh, he gets hit with the right hand. Come on, man. I want to see the fight. Now, again, granted, if there's fights out, like what's a fight? Which fight I didn't even bother to watch? Canelo versus Yildirim. I didn't even bother to watch it live. I caught it on the replay, and I got a DAZN subscription. I said I'm not going to waste my time watching it live, but I did end up watching it later. But I'm paying for it anyway. This whole thing of, in other words, what you're saying is you're demanding fights, but you're not supporting the sport financially. That's why that's partially why the boxing is going down the drain.
Nah, these guys are getting money. These guys are getting their money one way or the other, man. Canelo's money is guaranteed, whether they make money or lose money. His money is guaranteed, man. So the boxing is not going down. Boxing is not going down the drain.
You're talking about Canelo and Joshua. Those are that's the top 5% of boxers who make millions. For every Canelo and every Anthony Joshua, there's guys that are getting paid $200,000, and then with taxes and divvying it up with the trainer and the promoter, they go out home with maybe $60K.
That's right.
So if you're watching the fights, if you buy an ESPN subscription, the Zone, Amazon now, they're going to start putting boxing on. If you buy the pay-per-views, people look at them and they go, oh, this is good business that people want to see these fights. Now, if you don't buy the fights, people go, okay, these fights suck. We got to step it up. But somebody has to be buying the fights is what I'm saying. You can't be stealing everything because, I want to do it on the cheap. Imagine if everybody started doing that.
Every fight does not need to be a pay-per-view fight. That's the problem. Every time somebody thinks that a fight supposed to come on is supposed to be a pay-per-view, that's not the case. I watch pro box. I like boxing. I seen better fights.
You're not a boxing fan, bro.
I seen better fights on pro. I seen better fights on pro box than I've seen on some of these pay-per-views.
Bro, okay, that's understandable. If you don't like the fight, don't buy it, but don't steal it as well, man. Don't go to a restaurant or something, or go split.
You're not listening. Don't you know that
you're admitting to us you don't pay for pay-per-views? I can't stand some of you American
you're not listening. You're not listening.
A lot of you American boxing fans are broke. It's the truth.
You're not listening.
Bro.
Those fights, you're not listening. Those fights that are on pay, you're not listening, bro. Those fights that are on pay-per-view, when those fights are done, somebody posts those fights on YouTube.
Okay, that's fine, bro. That's fine.
So if it's on YouTube, but it's still there. So I'm not supposed. I shouldn't watch it.
That doesn't make it right. So you're telling me you would steal the fight? So let me get.
I'm not stealing the fight if it's on YouTube.
I'm about to pull your card. What's the last pay-per-view? Fight you bought? You purchased?
I just told you, bro. How many times I got to tell you?
He wasn't here. He wasn't here.
I said Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather. That's the last one I bought.
Are you fucking serious right now? And you have all these opinions. You are you dead ass? You have a lot to say, but the last pay-per-view fight you fought when Obama was in office, but you have a lot to say. I have a run in other sports. If you don't purchase or go to games you don't have a right of a fucking opinion, man. Your opinion doesn't matter.
That's just like saying if you don't vote, you don't have a right of opinion. No. Because man, get out of here with that nonsense,
you don't buy pay-per-views. You don't go to fights. What's your opinion matter? Why the fuck do you care who fight, bro? Like homie was saying, Joshua and Canelo, because they fought the top guys. They got up there. Of course, you're gonna be pay-per-view, but that's not everybody in the sport. Everybody in the sport don't make their money, bro. They got there by taking, they were making smaller paydays and they got it to pay-per-view. But the fact that you said it, that Mayweather, so you're stealing from these fighters, bro. If you can't afford to watch sport, then don't watch pay-per-views.
Actually, I got more money than you do, but that's why.
Who is the last pay-per-view, bro? I know you don't because it hurts you to buy pay-per-views.
Well, whatever.
Who is this, by the way? Who is this?
Frankie, but tell this motherfucker who I am. Tell him you don't want to go. Tell him that my 4 whips was shit worth more than his whole mortgage. Tell him.
Who is this, by the way? Who is this? I just want to know.
No, it's Polo, but I'm cool with Frankie. The last motherfucker that try to go, I'm not trying to go band for band. You're gonna lose that battle, bro. You don't want to go band for band. I'm gonna make you feel dumb, bro. So you don't want to go down that path, bro.
I don't care, bro.
I'm just telling you, a motherfucker that wasn't even born here drives a better whip than you. You don't want to do that path. I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
My family, you can't hurt my feelings.
You don't want to go that bad. I'm gonna make you so mad. You're gonna want to vote for Donald Trump in the next election. That's all. Once you see what I drive and you drive, you can't hurt. So let's not go down.
You can't hurt my feelings because I'm content. I'm content with what God has given me. I'm content with what God has given me. I'm content. I'm content with what God has given me.
All right, I want to reel it in. I want to reel it in. I want to reel it in real quick.
Back to boxing. Let me
reel it in. I think. I think what Eddie is saying is like you don't need to pay to have an opinion, right? Like, is it a requirement that you have to pay to have an opinion?
No, but listen, bro. If you're a sports fan and you don't pay, why does your opinion matter more than a paying sports fan? Like example, if you buy pay-per-views, you got an opinion. But here's the thing: how does your opinion matter more than a person that actually buys these pay-per-views and goes to these fights? What homie was from? I think he'd be on BDA. He was actually cooking, telling you that it's only a few fighters that actually make those high guarantees. It's not every fighter. They all have to start somewhere, but that's what they gotta get put on pay-per-view. The goal is to be on pay-per-view. That's every fighter's goal, bro. Nobody was gonna be fighting for free.
You know how many? It's like 1% of guys are on pay-per-view.
But bro, their
Boxing
whole goal. That's because they can't make it because, bro, they don't make it to a Joshua, to a Fury, to that level, bro. Their goal is to, bro, these guys are not trying to give you free fights. I don't know. You must be a new boxing fan, or you must be a. They're not here to.
How old are you? How old are you, sir? If you don't mind me, how old are you, sir?
Bro, don't worry about that. I'm old enough.
Okay, well, Kirk, you said I'm a new boxing fan. I'm probably old enough to be your dad.
Bro,
so
like I said, that's not. You can't be my father if I make more than you and live better than you. Unfortunately, that can't happen.
I said old enough, but that had nothing to do with money or anything. I'm talking about age-wise. No, you accused me of being a new boxing fan.
The last pay-per-view
and
fight,
that's crazy, bro.
Fight you purchased was Mayweather versus Pacquiao. That told me everything I needed to know, man.
Have you ever heard of Tuesday night fights?
Yes, bro, but we get that with Pro Box, but that's not.
Have you ever heard of Friday night fights?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of ESPN? There's plenty of fights that are out there that are not on pay-per-view.
What happened to ESPN Fight Nights? It was so successful. Why don't they show no more? What happened, buddy?
I grew up on ESPN Fight. I grew up on Tuesday night. I grew up on Friday night.
It wasn't making money. That's why they took it out.
I grew up on HBO.
They would have kept it. What did they say? It's not bringing no views, no money, so we're taking out. Why the fuck is Showtime? You're the fans like you is the reason
because the UFC kicked in and they took a lot of boxing fans.
UFC, but the problem is the UFC already has a model, already has their fans they're gonna buy. With boxing,
okay, well, look, I'm gonna let you talk and then you let me know when I can speak. Go ahead.
Because you don't make no. You don't know how business works, bro. The UFC already has their fans, already has a model. They already know they're gonna have a certain number of buys in each pay-per-view. Boxing depends too much on casuals to be like homie was saying. Bro, fans like you're the reason why a lot of boxing is dying sometimes, bro. That's why Showtime is it, because they're not getting the certain percentage of views. They're not making the money. Only a few fighters are keeping. That's because, like you said, motherfuckers steal pay-per-views. Motherfuckers don't support. And when fights are free or they don't even go by by support. So that's why. But you just admitted that you'll stream that shit.
I did not say stream. I said YouTube.
Bro, that's exactly the same thing. Why don't you go into?
No, it isn't. Streaming it.
Why don't you be different and go somewhere and buy it? Pay $10 and watch it.
Let me know when I can. Let me know when I can talk.
Bro, you're not making no sense.
Are you done yet?
Talking about, homie.
Okay then.
But look, man, my only point was I don't understand how you can get on here and champion for Benavidez when you don't even buy his fights.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Frankie Bay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't buy pay-per-views for a fighter, who the fuck are you to say, oh, he is, man, you don't even pay his pay-per-views. Bro, David's not a star because of motherfuckers like him. If David was a star,
exactly.
like you need a fan base, bro. The boxing game has changed. That's why you got weird-ass motherfuckers trying to, like, reach out to different fans, not even boxing fans. Look at Ryan, look at that Misfit shit because of boxing fans. You can't even be a good fighter and get boxing fans to pay for your so-called pay-per-views. Because look at this guy. Well, he's admitting to you that he's going to steal it, and he's part of it.
Look, I don't even care if he does. My whole point is he wants to argue for Benavidez, but he don't know the first thing about Benavidez.
But that's what I was trying to tell you. How can you say you're a fan of somebody? You don't even buy
Well, that's why I'm asking Coach Eddie. Eddie, how are you a Benavidez fan if one, you don't support him, and two, you don't know anything about him? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You sound like a Canelo hater.
Okay, well, can
explain
I speak?
that? Let him. Yeah, I'm letting you. Go ahead.
No, I'm talking about with your man, with your homeboy.
No, I'm asking you. But I'm asking you now. I'm saying because that's all he's saying. I'm summing it up for him, right? Like he has an opinion, you took it, but I want you to answer that. I'm gonna let you speak. Let me just say this. How can you get on here and say Canelo's ducking? He's not this, he's not that. But you don't. Number one, you don't support Benavidez, and number two, you don't know the first thing about him. How do I know that? Because you don't support him. I did. So go ahead, explain that.
Now, based on that logic, how can I've seen a few of his fights? I ain't saying I'm a diehard Benavidez fan. I've been following David Benavidez probably for the past 3 years. You know, he's a new up and coming guy. He's a young guy. He just came on the
No,
scene.
he's not. He's been around for 10 years. That's a fucking lie.
I said me, bro. I said me. I'm talking. He asked me a question. I can't even answer. I said I've been following the man for 3 years. 3 years. I said I'm not a diehard David Benavidez fan. Really, to be honest, these younger fighters, I'm not really a big fan of any of them. To be honest, this new group of guys, I'll watch a fight if it comes on ESPN, if it comes on Showtime or Championship Boxing. When it was in business, I would watch HBO, but I'm not breaking my neck buying these guys pay-per-view because I'm not a fan of theirs. You know, if I want to hear the fight, I'll listen to a fight party, a stream. You know, somebody to stream and give me a play-by-play. Like I'll tune in to somebody's broadcast, and they'll tell you what's going on, and then I'll watch the highlights on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know, at the end of the day, it's boxing, man. You know, Canelo, he can do whatever he want to do. He's a star. He's like Hulk Hogan. You know, he's like Ric Flair of boxing. He's making the money. But I like good fights. I mean, you think this Rolly Romero fight, you think that should be on pay-per-view? That's not a pay-per-view fight. You know, Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora, that's not a pay-per-view fight, but they keep cramming this crap down our neck. Pay-per-view. That's why you get all these flops. These flopping. But
here's the thing, you gotta understand, bro. Their goal is to make Tim Tszyu a pay-per-view star, bro. That's the goal. I get it, you know, maybe to you it's not worth it, but to other people I see that they like it. I see people now that Keith Thurman pulled out, they're saying they're gonna buy the fight. So now with Fundora getting added to the mix, the pay-per-view might actually do more buys now because, you know, Fundora is a puncher. Even though he got knocked out, you know, he's had some crazy knockouts. Now they give him more of a shot than Keith Thurman. So I get it. Maybe for you it's not worth it, but for others it's actually worth it. But what I'm saying, if you don't like the fight, just don't purchase it. Don't chip into it. But and also the problem with boxing nowadays is that when there's cards that are stacked or good fights, the people that are so-called hardcores don't be purchasing them. That's the problem. The fights that are actually worth it. I get it, bro. Not everything should be pay-per-view, but to somebody, that fight is pay-per-view. Somebody's gonna buy that fight. We might not buy the fight, but I'm buying the fight because, you know, I like Fundora, but I can't speak to everybody. I can't tell somebody what's worth it to them. But also, don't be a thief and steal it because you're stealing from the consumer. That could be a buy. You know, what is 60? What is 80? Maybe, like I said, I don't want to pocket change and watch people's pockets. But bro, maybe they could do a discount. You know, like that Joshua Ngannou, that was $40. You know, that card that they had with the heavyweights, that was $40. Maybe they could do a discount and, you know, make it $50. But like I said, bro, if you're a boxing fan, you should know it comes as a sport. It's expensive. Like, you shouldn't steal it and try to like maneuver and try to, you know, like and criticize it if you don't think it's worth it. You know, that's the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. That's what hurts the sport.
Look, I just want Coach Eddie to admit he's just a Canelo hater. He's not a David Benavidez fan.
You can just hear it from his voice. You don't like Canelo, bro, for whatever reason. I told you, Frankie Bay, the reason people don't like Canelo, there's 4 reasons, and it's nothing to do with boxing. It's just, it is what it is.
No, I understand that. And
it's not. I get it, bro. The guy, you know, he can.
What you want me to admit that I'm a Canelo hater?
Kind of weird.
That what you want me to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't care for the guy. I never cared for him. I never cared for him when he was on HBO.
But why do you hate him so much that you take time of your day to speak about him if you don't care for him?
Because of entertainment. At the end of the day, it's just
dialogue. So you don't care.
But who do you follow then?
Why don't you like him? Why don't you like
him? Right now, to be honest, man, like I say, I can't.
Well, who do you follow? Who do you like watching?
Do I enjoy? Man, it's tough, man. I'm not even gonna front. I mean, I don't like Tank Davis. I mean, Tank never doesn't fight the good opposition. He's always in those setup fights. So Tank is a good fighter, but he's not fighting top level guys. So I don't understand how these guys, even Devin Haney, he's fighting he's doing the same thing. He's fighting a bunch of old guys.
You can't say that, bro, because he actually is fighting at least the top 5 in his division and champions. You can't say maybe it's kind of coincidence that they come out shitty performances, or maybe because they're a bit old. But you can't say that, bro. Haney's actually.
No, I can't say that because all of them it's a formula in boxing. and they do it for hundreds and hundreds.
No. But you can't. But bro, you okay? It's fair, crazy, but you can't hate on them. Where Tank Davis.
I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying I enjoy the fight. But he asked me to who I like watching. I say I'll watch it. I don't really just follow these guys anymore because I'm from that old generation.
Oh,
I'm from
you like the Chavez's, the Sugar Ray Leonard.
No, I'm like I'm not that old. Like my heyday when I was watching boxing, it was the James Toney. It was the Roy Jones. It was.
James Toney was part of that era. What do you mean?
It was the Evander Holyfield, the Lennox Lewis.
Evander Holyfield.
The 90s, late 90s, 2000s.
Chavez.
I really like to say these new group of guys. I mean, they're talented, man. But
I feel you, bro. They're more on that TikTok and making videos.
I don't know.
But you understand, boxing. Every sport changes, bro. Like I get it. Like there is some bullshit, but like I said, man, Canelo's just trying to make it and fight. Try to get his dollars and just try to, he's fought some good fights. There's some fights you're like, okay, bro, there's some bullshit, but it's just I feel like the criticism for him sometimes kind of is like it's just you don't like the guy. Like I'm not saying you. I just feel like there's more than I think this shit's outside of boxing where people don't like the dude.
Yeah, but if you like. But this guy he's bashing Canelo because he's not fighting. But again, before this time last year, who was David Benavidez fighting? It's only recently this past year that he fought Plant, Canelo already beat. So that's why this guy, Eddie, you don't make any sense because it's David. No, Eddie, let me finish. Eddie, let me finish. Let me finish, Eddie. It was either 2021 or 2022 that David fought one time. Okay, you know what that tells me? He's sitting waiting for a payday. So is that what you're championing? And then until he fought Plant, who had he beat to supposedly corner Canelo? You can't answer that either.
Bro, Canelo picking.
No, that's what I'm saying. But why hasn't David fought anybody? Why is it only last year he barely fights Plant, who he could have fought when he was a champion in 19? Why didn't they do that then? That's an
easy question. I can answer that. That's an easy question because these fighters have promoters and promotional companies. These fighters do not pay for their own fights. That's why
you don't pay for shit because you don't pay for shit. But go ahead.
They don't pay for their own fights, so they have to fight when the company says, "Hey, we have a date. This is your opponent."
Okay, so you're making an excuse for David. Is that what you're doing?
No, that's a fact, bro. If that was the case,
why is Canelo can't do that? Same with
Canelo. Canelo's a superstar. That's why he's a superstar. That's why
you want to pick and choose.
They were waiting. They literally were planning before Canelo got. They said, you know what, man? Canelo just fought Kovalev at 175. He's not gonna come down to 160. Most likely he's gonna be at 160. What we're gonna do is we're gonna marinate this fight. See how long, if Canelo, ends up going on they knew what they were doing, bro. They marinated the fight on purpose. They could have made that fight 3 times in the last 3, and they didn't. They waited for Plant to lose it and then let Plant come back. They could have made that fight. They knew what they were doing, bro. They were trying to marinate the fuck out that fight because they knew that somebody was gonna end up losing to Canelo or somebody was gonna end up losing to a bigger cash cow. That's what they were planning the whole time. They could have made that fight, bro. And the problem is they're dumb. They could have made that fight and Canelo would have had to fight one of them for 2 belts, and now they would have got the double the payday that they got because 2 belts, 20 mil, whatever. Like I said, it's bullshit, man. PBC's known to do that, bro. They always marinate fights. They always try to avoid the biggest threat for a while. Then we've seen what happens in the big fights.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and the whole 150. What do you think about the 150 million, Polo?
I think he's just being honest. He's like, you know what? They throw me that or whatever. They throw me huge money. I'll fight him. Like he's saying he has no problem. Like that's all. I think people just take it out of context. They try to twist his words. It's not like he's saying I need that. He said if you give me that or give me, it's like with Fury, bro. People were saying, but he's fighting Usyk now. It's like that. But I feel like he could have worded
whoa, background.
I think someone got a call.
That's not me. I think is that
Coach
Eddie?
You excited for Mungia, Canelo, man?
Of course,
buys,
of course. I am.
I'm getting tickets, tickets.
And Coach Eddie says that's not a big fight.
He's tripping, man. Eddie don't have an opinion on that fight.
He's just a hater. Eddie, you're just a hater, bro.
Damn, Eddie,
you're a fucking hater.
Heads, man. You're a hater.
You don't buy shit. You just come on to hate, bro.
Damn, Eddie, why you like that, man?
Y'all talking to me?
Yeah, you're
we
Coach
talk-
Eddie. What do you
man,
coach?
said-
You
said
fucking
it's not
coach
a big
T-ball?
fight, man. You tripping?
What?
You seen
Nah,
them-
I fuck
you
with
seen them
Eddie.
ticket
Hey,
sales,
Eddie.
man?
Eddie. Hey,
What's up?
Eddie. You're more than welcome anytime, bro. I'm not
Nah,
a
man,
hater.
I ain't taking no
just talking
offense, man.
shit.
Look, man,
But
I
Eddie, how can you
man,
say
look.
it's not a
Nah,
big
I
fight?
just want you to know that I'm cool as shit. Like, I don't give a
Nah,
fuck
I'm
if you
cool,
disagree
man.
with
Look,
me.
let me tell you something.
But Eddie, how is it not a
brother.
big fight though? You tripping? If you seen them tickets,
Now,
Yeah,
let me tell you
fuck.
something. I coach young men every day, man. Teenagers and young adults. I got a boxing
What,
gym. I ain't
T-ball? What the fuck, Eddie?
No,
what the fuck you coach?
coach boxing, bro.
You
Boxing.
don't coach boxing. Fuck
No,
no.
stop, Frank.
I
Don't
promise
do
you I
that.
do.
Let him. But Frank,
I own a
How can
boxing
you say
gym.
that's not
So
a big fight though? Eddie, how can you say Mungia versus Canelo is not a big fight? It is a huge fight.
I didn't say it wasn't a big. I didn't say it wasn't a big
Frankie
fight.
just
You
told me what you
did.
say. You did.
No, I didn't. I said, how is
you
it
say?
a bigger fight than the David Benavidez fight? That's what I said.
It's about the
Yeah,
same.
Polo
It's
Tello.
not bigger. No. It's
That's what I said.
Mungia is a bit more known than David, and it is a huge fight, bro. It might be even bigger. We gotta see. I'm just telling you, bro. One thing when it's a Mexican, bro, just know that shit's gonna sell, bro. We buy pay-per-views. We don't be stealing shit. Like you ain't gonna find.
Facts.
You might. That's gonna be probably a broke. But I'm telling you right now, the Mexicans they don't be stealing pay-per-views. But that's one thing about us. I don't know what it is. When it comes to you're either gonna watch this shit at a restaurant and spend $100 something, or watch this shit, or you ain't gonna watch it at all.
Okay.
We support ours, Eddie. We don't steal that shit, man. We don't do that. We don't.
Yeah, Eddie, how do you coach kids and you try to train them boxing and you don't buy shit? You don't even support the sport. Like I don't even care if you don't. But you're telling these kids, oh, they can be this, they can be that, and then you don't even support the shit that you coach. That really sounds hypocritical to me.
I mean,
Okay.
But
Go
at the end of the day, it's his money, bro. I mean, I know a lot of people.
But I just want to understand how he justifies it.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of fights that don't come on pay-per-view, so you can actually watch boxing for free if you.
Bro, I understand. Okay.
You don't know
Eddie,
that, so it doesn't.
Eddie,
Doesn't matter, bro.
All the biggest fights were all pay-per-view. I don't get it, Eddie. The last fight you bought was Mayweather Pacquiao. Why wasn't that shit for free?
Okay, check this out. Let me tell you something, man. I used to be a basketball. I used to love basketball. Watch basketball all the time in my era. Now I don't watch basketball anymore. So these fighters today, I'm not interested in them like that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 70s.
Were you a Mayweather fan? Were you a Mayweather fan?
To be honest, man, I wasn't a big Mayweather fan because I thought Mayweather was always wasn't fighting the best competition.
Okay,
he wasn't fighting the best competition.
But I mean, I can't say that.
And it was fights that I wanted to see Mayweather fight Vernon Forrest. I wanted to see that fight. I want to see him fight Paul get a shot. You know, I want to see.
Why did he fight Margarito, bro? I remember that shit. That shit was crazy. Why did he fight Margarito?
I think his dad said that Margarito was too big. That's why he didn't fight him.
No, I mean, I can't hate on him because he has, Hall of Fame wins. Like, you can't. But I just
I'm keeping it real, bro.
Every fighter in history, even the ones we look up to, bro, they had, fights that you're like, man, you could have fought something. It's just how the sport works, bro. You're trying to make it. You're trying to make it and make your million. You're not trying to come out in fucking Parkinson in a wheelchair. It is what it is.
I mean,
but you can't criticize. Like, when he tries to criticize other fighters, like, bro, you did the same shit. Like, when you saw Butter do this, like, bro, they all do it, bro. Once you get to a certain position, you're like, bro, why the fuck would you give out?
That's what I just said. I admit it. Mayweather did it. I admit it. All these guys do it. It's like it doesn't make sense to fight somebody that is probably going to beat the crap out of you. It doesn't make any sense.
No, he's not even beat the crap out of
you.
You you could win. It's just going to be a tough fight where you might get like a injured shoulder. You might be out for you know what I mean? Like, you also got to
hold on. Look, this is the thing right here. Canelo is a human being. And when you hit that 30, 33, 34, 35, Canelo's on the downhill. He's not in his peak anymore.
No, I still think he's at his peak. I just think it's coming.
No, man got over 70 fights, man. This man
I don't think so, bro. I think you're sleeping. But that's your opinion. I respect it. But here's the thing, bro. It's always with Canelo, bro. It's always somebody. Like, it's never like he can never, bro. The motherfuckers will pick against him and then they won't give him credit. Like, it's always something. It was a Charlos. One of them got fucking schooled. The other one is can't even make
Charlo
it to the
was
ring.
chump,
It was
man.
Boo Boo,
Yeah.
but Boo Boo showed us that he's not even a good fighter when he quit. Like, it's always somebody, bro. They all kind of like, damn, bro, like, we don't even know if this guy is good enough, and they get exposed, or they don't even make, like, bro, Charlo was a good fighter, but it clearly showed us that he was maybe never what they said he was. Then you got
Okay,
Boo
now
Boo.
I have a question now. I have a question. You brought up Boo Boo getting broken down, beaten down by David Benavidez, which you said, so basically that dismisses his whole career, in your opinion, because he got destroyed by David Benavidez.
If you look at his career, no, bro. You also got to understand, there's fighters that choose and pick when to avoid smoke because they want to get a payday, and they avoid certain. Example, Boo Boo had a shot to fight Lara, Korbadov, Derevchenko. He had a shot to fight all that. He turned them all down, and he was trying to avoid certain fights he knew that he could probably lose to get to a Cotto. But you realize he avoided to be a manager at 68 against Parker, and he could have fought Ryder. What he was trying to do is he was just trying to get into a big payday, and he showed us that he's not willing to go out on the shield, that as soon as he got tough and he dealt with adversity, he quit. I'm not dismissing his career. It's just, bro, if you say what you are, you would have went on your shield and at least made it further. Not as soon as he started pressuring you, oh, I'm going to quit. And now we don't even, because here's the thing, anybody that beats Boo Boo, they're just going to say he's damaged good. So at this point, it's like, how good was he? Like, when it got tough and when it was time to bite down, he quit.
And that's the thing right there. And that's, you said,
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, we see fighters that when it's time to step up, they fucking show out. Look at Canelo with Triple G when he was walking him back. When we said, man, I even thought Canelo didn't have it. He showed us that, damn, when it got tough, Canelo sat there back. He didn't do that shit. He just said, oh man, I'm gonna quit. Let me get my little payday. And now we might not never see him. And the funny part is, whoever beats him now next, they ain't gonna give them credit because they're gonna say that David. But we're gonna start seeing this. He was never that good fighter. Anytime he fights a good pressure athletic fight, he's gonna lose. So that's what I'm saying. Well, we got a lot of answers. And here's the thing, Eddie. If you would have went on the Shield, bro, and said it was a competitive fight, I would have been, you know what, bro? He a warrior. He I can't shit on him. I can see why, But the fact that it's just he was doing okay and then he quit.
Well, at the end of the day, that fight was over. That fight was over with. He was gonna get stopped the next round.
No, I understand that, Eddie, but the fact that it was his biggest fight, he could have look at Crawford. Bro. Crawford went in there with Spence and showed and proved a lot of people wrong. He could have had a performance like that. He when it got tough, bro, he quit. If you watch that fight, bro, look at when it got tough. He said, "I quit." Like that should tell you that he was never gonna think he could win. And here's the thing now.
Motherfucker say, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, fool. Yeah,
that's
he
what
quit,
you
man.
gotta also look at that.
They was gonna stop the fight because the referee came over there and said, "Look, man, I'm about getting ready to stop this fight. You get in trouble one more time, the referee
and then,
said,
bro, he told his corner to stop it. He told his corner. I'm just saying, bro, your biggest fight, possibly to go into Canelo fight or possibly get a bigger payday. He quit. That should tell you, bro, his mentality. Like he never. Even
if he didn't say stop it, they were gonna stop that fight because they were stopping.
Bro,
that
but
fight,
I'm just saying, bro. But listen, if he would have went on the Shield, bro, he would have got more respect. Like he would have. No, I wouldn't have shit at him. It's just the fact that bro, he dealt with the first time with some adversity, and he quit. That's why we were looking at him sideways. Like, bro, when it got tough, you said stop the fight. Like he didn't say, "Oh, I'm gonna go on my Shield," because. That's why everybody looks at him now, because it's like, bro, he would have ended up doing that in another fight that was tough.
Yeah, but who has ever fought anybody like who would fight like thinking you fighting a freaking cruiserweight the night of a fight? I mean,
there's other fighters that could beat him. I think Billy would have smoked. I think Canelo smokes him. I think Caleb Plant beats him. I don't know about Charlo. Oh, another one, Charlo, undisputed. Lions this, rah this. Canelo's ducky. He went in there. He fucking got
Canelo doesn't smoke Demetrius Andrade.
I think he does, bro. I think it's tailor made, bro. Demetrius Andrade. I seen those body shots. David was here. I'm like, oh hell no. That's
just like he smoked, he smoked John Ryder.
Those body shots would have stopped him. I'm telling you right
now. Just like he smoked 154-pound Jamel Charlo.
What do you mean? He beat him every round, bro. Charlo literally, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If Booba would have sat there and banged with him, he would have smoked all that liquor and Hennessy he'd be drinking and black him out. I'm telling you, man, that body would have got him broken down. I'm telling you, man, he don't see the final bell. I saw the body shots he was getting, bro. He was leaving his own. I'm telling you, man, them body shots.
Okay, let me tell you how I know that Canelo is on the downside. I want you to go back there. I want you to go back and look when he fought Danny Jacobs. Compare when he fought Danny Jacobs to how he's been looking. Canelo
But
right now.
they're different weight classes, bro.
No,
They're
no,
different weight classes.
hear me out. Nobody can stay around forever. When you start hitting 33, 34, 35, 36, you're on your way out, buddy. Canelo's not the same fighter he was 5 years ago. He looked for one shot. He loads up. He don't move his head like he used to. He don't move his upper body like he used to. He don't use his feet like he used to. He's a heavy-footed fighter who plants and he throws big power shots. That's why he thought.
Can I ask you a question, bro? And be honest with me. You gotta keep it 100, man. Keep it a beat. Yeah. Keep it 100. Did you pick Charlo to beat him?
No, man. No, heck no.
So you don't think none of the Charlos ever beat him?
Back when if they would have fought back before Canelo got real good, if they would have fought back like 10 years ago, it would have been a different fight.
Nah, bro. Canelo beats him even worse back because Canelo was
wild.
I'm telling you, bro. They're not physically stronger than bro. It would have been bad, bro. And the fight it clearly showed when he tried to grab Canelo through that motherfucker against the ropes, it was like get your ass back. Like he treated him like I'm telling you, bro.
I said 10 years ago, Canelo was. I said 10 years ago, Canelo was 154 pounds.
No, Canelo back then was more wild. He was throwing nah, bro. It would have been way worse for
he's stronger now than he was.
No,
back
he
then.
was strong at 154 too, man. You tripped, bro.
So you sitting there telling me that 168-pound Canelo is weaker than 154-pound Canelo?
No, I'm just
that's
saying
what you're saying.
Still strong. Okay, he's a bit strong, but bro, that's not about. I'm telling you right now, 154 Canelo was throwing combinations and more wild.
But he didn't have that devastating. Listen to me. He didn't have that devastating punching power back then.
Yes, he did. Are you serious?
He didn't stop. He didn't.
Bro, he stopped bro. What are you serious, bro? He had fucking Lara pissing out blood after the fight. What you mean he didn't got power, bro? Like, did you see them? Bro, he had power, bro.
So hold on. Wait a minute. If he had all this power that you're saying he had, why couldn't 154-pound Canelo stop a 40-year-old Shane Mosley?
Bro, Shane Mosley was. What do you mean, bro? He literally was seconds of stopping him, but Mosley was never been stopped at that point. He never got knocked out.
Why couldn't he stop a 36-year-old Miguel Cotto?
Bro, Miguel. I mean, I don't know.
If he's so powerful.
I'm just saying. I think.
Why couldn't he stop a dead man in? Why couldn't he stop a dead man in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
Bro, Chavez has never. Listen, Cotto has never been stopped when he's not at a catch weight or his natural weight. Floyd didn't stop him. Trout didn't stop him. Other homeboy didn't stop him.
Manny Pacquiao beat the crap out of him.
Yeah. But at a catch weight, he was drained as far. Everybody knows that. And with Margarito, we don't really gotta go into that. But you see, like, come on, bro. Like, you're looking at facts. I'm telling you, bro. They would have lost back then. It would have been worse.
No, it wouldn't have. Canelo got better after the Mayweather fight. I think
you're delusional, bro. I think
Canelo got better after the Mayweather fight. Canelo got better after the Mayweather fight.
We all know that, but listen, he would have beat Charlo. I'm telling you, bro. At 54, it would have been worse. He was opening combination, bro. I don't think Charlo's beat him at no point. It would have been competitive. I'll give you that, but they don't beat him, bro. Even a Canelo on the downside still beats Charlo, bro. He can go in there with one hand and he'll beat him, bro.
Is there anybody alive that can beat Canelo? Well, he already lost twice, but is there anybody else alive who can beat Canelo? Let me ask you.
No, you mean 168 and under? Because like I said, bro, it's different. 168 under. I'm gonna tell you right now, none of them dudes beat him, bro. 168 and under, they don't beat him.
Well, that's your opinion. I would favor.
It's David okay, brother. Ask about me with bets, bro. I'll pull up my record. How many? I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, bet him.
175, I'll give you. He's it, but 168 under, they don't beat him, bro. They don't beat him.
168 ain't really nobody out there right now.
But you trying to tell me the
only guy out there
that
right
was getting
now
hurt by Liam Williams that got dropped by Kokole.
Only guy out there at 168 right now that's a threat to beat Canelo is David Benavidez and David Morrell. Them the only two.
Bro, Morrell only got 10 fights. No, but Morrell only got 10 fights. So you can't compare a prospect to a world champion.
He's like Cuban.
No, but that don't mean nothing.
He's big. He's big. Strong.
Yeah, but bro, what is Big do nothing, man? Fucking Darty
Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali with 7 fights.
Bro, but you can't compare that era. Leon Spinks was a fucking good. Wasn't he a good amateur?
He's a Marine Corps.
Yeah, he was a good amateur. But listen, bro, size don't mean
and
nothing.
Dave Morrell's a good amateur too. Dave Morrell's a good amateur.
Why don't they fight each other?
I looked him up. He never even made it to the Olympics or won anything in the amateurs.
Coach Eddie, why don't they fight each other? But why don't they fight each other then? Like, let them fight.
They move. I'm not a matchmaker. I can't make these guys fight each other.
No. But you want to hype them? They could beat Canelo. Why don't they fight each other then?
Yo, I gotta ask you something. Another one, Eddie. Who'd you pick?
Because one of them moved to 175.
Yo, Eddie. I gotta ask you. Who'd you pick between Inoue and Fulton? Be honest.
Man, come on, bro. You already know who's gonna win that fight, man.
No, you know you fuck, bro.
No, he asked you.
Why you deflecting, man? I feel like you lying to me, bro. Like
I'm not deflecting. Bro. You did. You what? Let me tell you what you are. You're a race baiter, and I'm not that guy. I'm objective.
Oh my
yes,
God.
you are.
Yes, how am I a race baiter?
He just asked you who'd you think won.
I can tell you how because of the question that you asked me. I can tell you the question that you asked me.
No.
Because you asked me. No, man, stop, bro. Look, I've been
a race baiter.
Go ahead.
Stop it, bro. Because think about it, bro. You trying to tell me I'm a race baiter, but you trying to tell me the same thing that Demetrius Andrade would beat Canelo. Man, get the fuck out.
That's my opinion, bro.
At this point, it's like, come on.
I say that 10 years ago.
Who did you have between Spence and Crawford?
I had Crawford.
Who did you have between Spence and Crawford?
Huh? Crawford.
How about Usyk versus AJ?
I thought AJ was gonna beat him because he was bigger.
No, but you didn't answer the Fulton one. Who did you think? Who did you pick between Fulton and Inoue?
I never even heard. No, listen. You're not listening. I never even heard of. I wanted. Fulton.
Like, Eddie,
bro. You asked me a question. You wouldn't let me answer, bro.
Because you didn't want to
ask me a question. Did you ask me a question?
Answered it.
I said I wanted. I said I wanted Fulton to win, but I never heard of Muscle Inoue. I didn't know who he was. So when I seen him fight, I said, this guy's the real deal. You see what I'm saying? I thought Fulton was going to win.
Eddie, why can't you just admit it? But listen, I don't like that race-based shit, call me, because I can say the same thing. You an American boxing fan that don't like Canelo, that's a Mexican born, that's the face of American boxing and worldwide. Come on, bro. It can do that.
He's not the face of American boxing.
Yes, he is. He's a face. Bro, he does the most favorite.
He's the face of boxing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he is. He's the face of American boxing. Bro, he's the face of a worldwide boxing and combat sports, too.
It is what it is, bro.
I mean, he is, bro. I mean, Conor McGregor is no longer fighting like that. I mean, he got.
I mean, see, every question you asked me who what I thought was going to win between Joshua and Usyk to see if I was going to pick the black guy, so you can say I'm a racist. Usyk, that's why you asked me that.
Bro, how did I?
That's why you asked me that,
bro. You don't even like AJ, bro. You talking about the black AJ?
Who don't? No, I do like AJ. AJ is one of my favorite heavyweights. Yes, he is. I like AJ. I like AJ.
Stop lying. I would explode
bro, you must have the power to mind reader or something, man.
Bro, stop. Okay.
How can you sit up here? You don't know me from a can of paint.
Yo, Frank, you know how to expose these clowns? Because, okay, if you're such an AJ fan, who did he beat for the Olympic gold medal in the semifinals and quarterfinals and finals of the 2012 Olympics?
I know he fought Billy Zane. I know he fought the guy that they thought. See, I didn't learn about AJ until.
Man, shut that clown. You know what's funny? AJ is one of my favorite heavyweights, and I even picked him. I picked Usyk for the second one. I thought he did. I'll give you that.
I didn't know who Usyk. I didn't even know who Usyk was until I seen him on TV. Oh, I don't follow these guys' Olympic career.
Yeah, but Eddie, don't do that shit calling me a race-based shit, man. That's some lame shit, man. That's for guys that can't win a debate.
You sitting here and
bro, I'm asking you these fights, bro. You realize the pattern? No, Eddie.
And asking me about AJ. I say I don't know. Ask me about some Olympic fights.
No.
Okay, hold on. No. It's called a dialogue. So I'll go ahead and let you speak, and then when you get finished,
listen,
go ahead.
I know about ages. Listen, I asked you about the biggest fights of the year. You trying to pull some race-based shit? Come on, bro. That's some lame ass shit, bro. That's some fucking Dante Cheeseburger or fucking what's that other lame channel like? That's some fucking what's that? Frank, I don't want to say Frankie Bay. You know what I'm talking. I don't want to say the channel because I don't want the motherfuckers. But
you can say whatever you want, dude. You can say whatever you want.
No. Talking about Frankie Combat, the racist white boy. That one you talking about?
Yeah,
Frankie's
that one.
comeback.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
that
piece
one.
of junk, man. I know that.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Him and bro, listen, Eddie, I ain't no race bait. I'm asking you the biggest fights of the year to test you on your knowledge. You over here calling
No,
me
you
a fight?
didn't.
Come on, that's some.
No, you didn't. You asked me who I thought was gonna win between AJ and Usyk.
That was one of the biggest fights last year. Well,
you asked me who I thought was gonna win between Stephen Fulton and Inoue.
Wasn't that the biggest fight under 130 last year? Wasn't Spence Crawford? Wasn't Charlo Canelo? Like, come on, man, stop being silly, bro.
So then when I try to answer, then you continue to overtalk. So you don't want me to say anything.
No. I got mad.
So you don't want me to say anything.
No,
so what's the point?
Eddie, you was avoiding the question first, and then you try to pull the race-based shit. Come on, bro. Like, don't do that. That's lame shit, bro. I love everybody. I love everybody's my brother. You just accused
me of all kind of stuff.
Bro. You just accused me of being because
that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. That's why you keep saying Mexican did. No. Let me tell you why. Because you saying us and Mexican. You made it about race. You said us Mexicans buy the fight, not like you guys who steal the fight.
Who said that?
You said that. You racist?
No, I didn't. Frankie Bay. You hear this shit? Did I say that? Frankie
you said that.
No, I didn't, bro.
Yes, you did, funny, man.
Eddie. You know
go rewind the show and listen.
Eddie,
go rewind the show and listen.
Eddie, you're contradicting yourself by
go rewind the show and listen. Bro, let me tell you what you said in quotation marks. No, don't overtalk me and listen. Let me tell you what you said in quotation marks. Don't not listen. That's all you think. Listen. You don't want to listen to nobody else.
Eddie, you're stereotyping yourself. Whoever you're trying to. No. I literally said Mexicans be biased. We don't steal that shit. Who did I say? I didn't say that. Eddie, stop making bullshit.
Yeah, you did, bro.
Here's another.
Nah, you said it. You said it. You know you said it.
Bullshitter.
You trying to change the subject because you said us Mexican. You said us Mexicans. You said us Mexicans buy the fight. That's exactly what you said. You said us unlike you guys who steal the fight. Who are you guys? Who you talking about? You guys? Who you talking about?
I didn't say you guys. Said we buy them. We don't be stealing this shit. Like I didn't say nobody. I didn't say y'all. You lying. But listen, bro, put some money up. That I didn't say that. If you actually think, if you're right, let's put some money up.
Rewind the show.
No. If you're wrong, you owe me $100. Bet some money. I swear to God.
All you gonna do is sit up here.
No.
All you gonna see. That's all you gonna do. No. That's all you do. You have a PhD in over talking people, and when people bring up facts, you don't want to hear what they got to say.
Bro, I said we don't steal paper. I didn't say y'all. I didn't say nobody. You big, but I'm gonna ask you. Now back to boxing. Who wins between Usyk and Fury? Who you think wins?
I'm gonna go with Usyk on that.
I got Fury by a controversial split decision. You trying to bet money on it?
I don't bet no guys on YouTube, man. I don't gamble anyway.
Frankie, I pay my bets, but it's cool. I got you. I'm telling you right now, Fury's gonna win that watch.
I believe Usyk should be able to beat Fury because
he got a shot, but I'm telling you right now, bro, Fury's gonna take it. It's gonna be a close fight though.
Now I'm gonna tell you this now. Now if AJ and Tyson Fury was to fight, I favor AJ knocking out Tyson Fury.
Hey, you know what's funny, Eddie? Now you're speaking my language. I can see that happening. I think what it is Fury got one more performance. I'm not saying either. I just think style makes. I think he could beat Usyk because Usyk won't be able to have power to hurt him. I think he might be like his reach. But I think AJ versus Fury, I think that's a bad style matchup for AJ, bro. I mean for Fury. I believe
that fight ends in knockout. I believe that fight ends in a knockout.
No. I'm telling you right now, bro. Fury's gonna try to fight. Fury's gonna try to fight that fight like toe to toe and stuff, and he's gonna get knocked out.
Exactly. He's gonna get knocked out with AJ. He's going to sleep.
But I'm telling you, bro, Fury's gonna edge it out. It might be controversial. I'm telling you right now. What I think will end up happening is that he'll beat Usyk. Usyk will get like told to F5, and they're gonna make that fight. I'm telling you, I don't think we're gonna get a ring. I think Usyk might get. But I like Usyk, bro. But I think Fury might get him. Bro, it's just the style makes fight. You know?
Yeah. Nah, Fury beat AJ, man. I'm saying that. No, Quentin's gonna hate it, but that's my take. AJ ain't that good to me. He's not very better than AJ.
Man, you gotta eat your humble pie. If Fury struggled with the guy, AJ put him gun.
It was an exhibition match. He didn't care about it.
No. That was no. When Fury fights a guy that's faster and is strong, I'm talking about with power. That's strong. Usyk is fast, but he's not strong. he struggles, bro. It's been shown, and I'm telling you right now, bro. AJ's gonna end up beating Fury. Watch when they fight.
Yep. Fury had the glass chin.
Fury's gonna be Usyk. But I'm telling you right now,
Usyk might knock out Fury.
The AJ that fought Otto and Ngannou would have beat Usyk. The problem is he was going to his body way too late. He should have went to his body the first thing. I'm telling you right now, Usyk would have lost the decision like 7-5. But I feel like he gassed out. Like I'm telling you right now, man, them body shots, Usyk is open for it. But you gotta be consistent though, and it's hard to hit him too.
I wouldn't be surprised if Usyk knocks out Fury.
I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen. If that happens, bro, my goodness, man, that shit's gonna be crazy. What do you think You think Wilder's gonna come back? You think Wilder's done?
Wilder, it's over with for Wilder. I used to like Wilder, man, but he can't really box that good. He just got a good punching power and stuff like that. But he never.
You know what's crazy, bro? How I'm not saying. I used to, back in the day when it was AJ Wilder as like, the top. Why did a lot of Wilder fans shit on Parker talking about he's soft? AJ just fought him because he was easy to fight. But then years later, Parker ended up beating fucking Wilder every round. Isn't that crazy that the same fans that were shitting on him ended up eating their humble pie when he beat him? Like, isn't that some crazy shit how life works?
Yeah, man. I mean, Parker's a good fighter. He's an underrated fighter.
We know that. Like, if you know boxing, bro, and you're not, you see it objectively, AJ, that's a good-ass win. But I remember he sucks a lot of Wilder fans. They used to tell me that he sucked, that Parker sucked, that, man, how someone that lost to White gonna beat? Like, I don't think they realize Parker has other, like, you gotta have a certain style to beat Parker, bro. If he boxes you and you let him box you, look what happened with Zhang. Zhang, my guy, I fuck with him, but look, Zhang let Parker live, and look what happened.
I mean, well, you look at Joe Joyce. I mean, you look how slow he is. He was able to beat Parker. Who would have thought that?
And that's because Joyce throws a lot of
slow as molasses.
Joyce throws a lot of punches. But Joyce throws a lot of punches, and his work rate is crazy for his size. And obviously, that's what gets him. But you see what Zhang? I think in the rematch, so I like Parker, bro, but I think Zhang is gonna beat him in the rematch.
Yeah, it's possible if he can.
No, I'm telling you right now, what he's going to end up doing is he's going to try to condition himself for 12 rounds, and as soon as he hurt him, he's just going to go for the knockout, like 6 rounds. What? I think in this fight, bro, he didn't really go unprepared, like fast turnaround, first time fighting in Saudi, he's not used to fighting over there. So I think what it was is that Parker's already fought there twice. That's what it is, bro. Fighting over there ain't easy, bro, if you never fought over there.
Well, what about Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney?
Oh, Devin Haney's gonna beat him bad, like 12-0.
What?
That's a mismatch. That's a mismatch. That's a mismatch. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be. You know what? Maybe what I think will happen is there'll be a round where he rocks him, but that's all that Ryan's gonna do. It's not gonna be a competitive. I'm telling you right now, man. Ryan is not what they say he was. I think he's just gonna lose all his big fights and just go on that mentality that I fought the best. But you also lost to everybody. So how can you say you fought the best when you lost every fight?
Yeah. Frank Martin, Tank Davis.
Eddie, I like the mentality you fight, but you also, bro, you gotta realize you fight the best. You gotta win some fights, bro. We can't give you credit because that's some loser mentality. That's like, why would I go to the Super? I made it to the Super Bowl 5 times, but I lost every fucking time. What's the point of bragging about making it if you ain't even win it?
Yeah, Ryan Garcia is acting like a weirdo right now.
Yeah,
man.
He's a fucking weirdo, bro. I'm telling you right now, all that shit
he's saying
is off for sale, but that's sad, bro. You can't joke around. Like, here's the thing. I don't deny what he's saying is true. It might actually be real, but he didn't live through that. He lying, bro. There ain't time to no fucking woods, and I think he's just using that to sell the fight, bro.
Selling the fight, yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't go to no fucking woods. He didn't mean no like that. That's.
I'm gonna wrap it up, fellas. I thank you for coming.
Yo, Frank, send me your number, bro, so I can hit you up and shit. It's in a minute.
Yeah, man, I'll hit you. Shit, man. Let me hit me in the comments. Yeah, okay. But thank Eddie.
Cool, man. All right, y'all. I'll subscribe to your channel. Thanks, bro. Y'all be
man,
cool,
you ain't subscribed already? Hit the like too, man. Hit the like.
My first time I seen your channel was today.
Yeah, you're always welcome back, man. I don't care if anybody disagrees with me. As you can see, I welcome the smoke. Thanks, Polo.
Oh yeah.
I hope you guys are regulars. We've been going strong, but I just wanted to cover the Canelo news, man. It's the news. It is what it is. Everybody has their opinion. Thank you, BDA. Thank you, Quentin. Everybody, it is the news, man. It is the news. It's kind of a slow week. We had a change in the PBC. He's fighting Pandora. There's some good matches coming up, and then we got the Haney Garcia. So, any last comments, guys? You want to get off?
Yeah, now I got Fundura for the upset.
Wow. Okay. Coach Eddie with the upset. And Polo, you got any last words? Well, okay. Well, Polo, sorry, Polo. I was going to let you guys get your last words out. But yeah, it's a slow week, guys. Maybe we'll be back Sunday. We'll see if you got anything else happens. BDL has a great channel. Thank you for dropping by. I don't know if Eddie has anything, channel or anything. Fuck with Eddie. Yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. I really think they're gonna fight. David and Canelo are gonna fight. It's all just building the fight. You know, sometimes it takes time. I know as fans we get crazy. You know, Eddie said he didn't buy the fights. I'm gonna cap on Eddie. I'm sorry. I gotta call BS. But Eddie, it's okay though. Eddie's welcome. He can come here anytime and talk his shit. I don't care. That's the difference between me and other places, man. You know, and that's what I'm here, just to have a conversation. Like we said, like, you know, it's just a conversation. We ain't talking about pull up and I'm gonna do this to you. It's just boxing, man. It's entertainment. It's entertainment at the day. If you want to buy the shit, you can buy it. If not, you know, I'm gonna buy Canelo Mungia. I think it's a great fight. I hope everybody else does, but if not, you know, to each his own. But I think we all love boxing. At the end of the day, I love boxing. Let's see if Ryan makes it to the fight. I think Tim Zhu is going to put on a great performance. So, yeah, man, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Leave you with some shit to get out of here. And, yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, and jump in anytime, man. Anytime I go live, hit the notification, and we'll talk some boxing. But all right, Eddie, we're out of here.
All right, peace, man.
He's gonna drop this shit. Late.
All right.
Hey, don't even look at him, dog. That fool's on the sick one. Hey, don't even look at him, dog.
I look skinny. I don't know why. I look skinny today. What the hell?
You nigga. When I catch your ass, I swear to God it's not gonna be pretty. You nigga.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Rate my pitch 1 out of 10.
For those who don't know what my job is, I actually work at a shoe store Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The guy next to me is my boss. He's super nice. So most
I dedicate this one to my gente out there, you know? Y'all some real ones. Damn, don't be a hater. It's all good, smile now, pray later. Never mess with the chick with lip liner, no lipstick. Wanna look good, I'll tell you how. Just paint on your fucking eyebrows. Spray your hair with some aquanet. They get a tattoo to represent. I dedicate this one to my gente out there, you know?
I don't give a fuck if they call me a torta, a motherfucking bean and cheese taco, a number 5 super size, the motherfucking fries. Cardi. Drop.
ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ 5 ਵਜੇ ਵਿਦਾ ਸਪਲੈਂਡਰ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੜਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲਵਾਇਆ ਪਰ ਕੁੜੀ ਨਾ ਪਿਛੇੜਾ 100 ਨੰਬਰ ਤੇ ਟਾਇਰ ਬਾਕੀ ਲੰਡਾਇਆ ਕਰ
Okay, it's time for workout number 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stay focused. Okay, it's time for workout number 1. Ready? 1, 2.
Turned up when we do the buenos dias. Dispensa la tira coming hot like a weed lot. Working out every day cause it's mandatory. Got your bitch putting money in my commissary. Like a hard 39 when we break off. All the homies.
What are you talking about? Huh?
What you make of his comments, the Mexican? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know?